Hey, welcome to the Porch Boys podcast. I'm, of course, your lovable, cuddly, and most handsome boy host, John. And then joining me are these less adorable, certainly not fluffy or cuddly co-hosts, Seawall and Mijjt.
You're
What's up, guys?
assuming fluffy and cuddly is a positive quality and not the
Yes.
quality of a fucking trap.
No, I am fuzzy and cuddly because of how fuzzy and non-feminine that I am. I'll just put it like that.
I'll take prickly as a descriptor. Prickly.
Yeah,
Prickly is a good one.
yeah. You could say the same thing for me. I just trimmed down to stubble, so
Ah.
Well, so that's the thing is not I'm not just like fuzzy furry or anything like that, just on my face. Like it's
though
everywhere.
you though you may be furry,
Though
though
I
you
may
may
be,
be.
it is also like almost everywhere else. So there's a lot of fluff to
That's right.
deal with there.
And I was talking about none of that. I was being metaphysical, you guys.
Right.
I
Oh, so
was
you are
being
metaphysically prickly. You're like you have a prickly demeanor about you.
indeed.
What?
I'm not the warm and cuddly type. No.
That's true.
I mean,
You
part of
might
you has
cut
been replaced
yourself
by
on
cold,
these
unyielding
edges.
steel.
No, that's right. You might cut
No.
yourself. You might cut yourself on these edges.
Also, who's a little buddy
Edgy
you got
boy.
that you brought with you?
Oh, yeah, thank you. I guess you're referring to the thing that I'm not looking at.
Well,
It's
look at Ron Hilton over there being a player. Said his girlfriends insisted that he shaves. He's got more than one. Do they know about each other, Ron? Wonder. Is it that kind of relationship, or
it's
Oh,
like
it's typically
are they like?
best that they do. It's
Well, of
typically best
course,
that they
because
do.
at least you're not. Yeah, you're not being dishonest, right? If you're
Right,
like,
you're
hey,
not
I got
being
these other bitches on the
dishonest.
side.
Right.
You're just gonna have to deal with that as part of our little agreement. Yep. So anyway, uh, we had a super fun episode on Friday. Anything cool happened to you guys since
Yeah, I
then?
passed
Was
out. I fucking
it?
passed out. No, my PC was giving me issues. Like it was the weirdest thing because first it was like a window that wouldn't go away and I couldn't close. So I tried figuring out if it was maybe some other window that was keeping me from being able to close it. So I brought that
Right.
up. Couldn't close that. So now these two windows are on my screen blocking what I'm trying to do. So I bring up the task manager, right? And I go to kill the process and I can't interact with task manager. And it's always on top, of course.
Right.
So I can't get at anything else. So I bring up, the freaking start menu. I'm gonna hard restart, right? I'm just gonna restart this bitch. The start menu comes up and I can't interact with it. So now I have all these windows all over the screen and the start menu blocking all my shit. And like I can't interact with any of it. I can't click on anything. I can't close or minimize or do shit. I right click, and I'm like, what? Oh, and nothing's working. And I'm drunk as fuck. And you guys are just talking shit on the internet. And like, I just gave up.
So that's why it went quiet on Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I
Oh,
think I missed
it's
the good
fine.
part. But
We wheeled you into the
physiognomous scholar, advocate of, pedophilia as he was.
uh,
Yeah.
Did I miss that part? Did you guys get to that part?
Yes, we watched that.
All right, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Wood
already
chippers
gone.
were started.
I was gone.
Then we then we
Yeah.
wheeled your unconscious ass into the private meeting room.
That's right. It
Yeah.
didn't draw any dicks on my face, I guess.
No. We left you be. I threw a blanket on you, turned you on your side so you wouldn't vomit and die.
Good thing.
Yeah. I saw John going for the Sharpie though, but I
Yeah,
stopped
Well,
well,
him.
he would.
yeah. Like, how do you
He's
not?
done it in the past.
Yeah. I stopped
Haven't done
him.
it to you? I know I've done it before, but I'm not sure if I've done it to you.
You remember when we piled a bunch of stuff on top
Yes.
of Tenchi?
Yeah, dude. Like we had everything, including like a bike tire.
We tried
Like
everything and it wouldn't
we
wake
had
him up.
everything on top of this dude because he was passed out drunk, and he's a big dude, so we could fit a lot of stuff on him. Like, it was, oh my god, it was really, yeah. One of the things, like I said, one of the biggest thing we had was a bike tire that we managed to get on him. But we had like cups and like the remote. I think we had like several hats on him.
Yeah, we
And
just put
there used to be a
everything all
picture
over
somewhere.
him.
I don't know
Yeah,
what happened to the picture, but we had
that's
we had
right.
a picture and
We
everything.
put everything we could all over him, one thing at a time, until he
Yeah,
woke up, and he never did.
no, he did. Obviously, he did after he did die. But yeah, no, then he did wake up though eventually and was like, "What the fuck?" Because he just wakes up and all this shit's piled on
Right,
him.
shit starts falling off him as he
Yeah,
moves, and he's like, "Wait, what?"
Yeah, and what we'll
it
do
was
with
great.
John when he's passed out drunk at his wedding, we'll wheel him to the nearest police academy and make him think that he signed up to join the cops.
That would be funny, but the thing is, I don't pass out drunk. I'll absolutely black
You're
out,
right.
but
He
I don't pass
typically
out.
doesn't.
Yeah, I don't like just fall asleep on the couch while everyone's still partying. Like that's not in my repertoire of things to do.
Hmm.
Uh,
Not on your moves list.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
yeah, the audience may notice that we're not at the usual
Not in
porch
your
today.
tech
We're
tree.
actually in the frozen north.
Right,
That's
reporting
right.
live
We
from
made
the
our way to Ottawa.
yeah.
Um,
Normally you wouldn't catch me dead in Canada, but you see, I brought my nice coat, so I'll be warm. And this is one of the few places in Canada I would be willing to go, but only like this spot. Like the less of Canada that I can see, the better. I just want to look at trucks.
Yeah, we brought a
I
portable
mean,
porch and
all we can
everything.
see is trucks. All we
Yeah.
can hear around us is trucks.
That's right. I don't want to hear Canada either. I just want the trucks.
By the way, Seawall, we should have just had this whole show with like a faint honking in the background, like just
Oh
like
my
Oh, if
god,
I
that
could
would
have
be
set it
the
up, I
whole
would have
ridiculous.
done
time.
that, but I didn't
10
have the
hours
time.
of honking, like on
I
like
bet you it
10%.
exists.
Hey, we got Quest in the chat.
Hey,
That's
what's up,
right,
Quest?
dude.
We can start over. Sweet. You haven't missed anything except for some drunken stories. That was kind of fun. But other than that, yeah,
Probably the guy with the classiest office among us all.
yeah, dude, his house is gorgeous.
Oh yeah.
Like the little bit that we get to see from his pictures and stuff is fucking insane. It's got to be an old place.
Well, he's up in New York. Last I checked,
Yeah,
a
I
lot of
think he's
old
in
homes up there.
Brooklyn. Yeah, yeah,
I
of
don't know
course.
why Quest insists on listening to us. I mean, golly.
He
It's
likes me. I don't know about you guys, but I know he likes me.
I was
So
gonna
Well, he
say,
likes
like,
me
I'm
too.
certainly not
I
worth
know.
listening to. It's certainly not at 1.5. Probably better to listen to me at 1.5 times speed, actually.
You think?
Yeah, I'm a slow talking motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give you that. You do sometimes take a while to get your words. I think you're talking and thinking at the same time, so you're
That's
kind of like
right.
trying to, yeah. You're like your mouth or your brain's just like, dude, just start talking. I'll fill in the gaps. Go. You're
So
just like, oh shit,
we'll get there.
okay.
Yeah. Well, hopefully
Um,
with the upgrades we put into Midget, we can speed him up a little bit.
Yes, indeed. I saw the weakness of flesh and was disgusted.
You also never
you bet
answered
your
if your little
soul.
buddy is right there.
Oh, that's Elmox.
Elmox?
That's the servo skull. Elmox with a 0, of course.
Of course.
Of course.
Yeah. Sounds like some, I don't know,
He
like some
assists you
Elvish
in
name.
assembling models, doesn't he?
No, it's just Elmo with the X.
Oh,
Ah.
Elmox.
Yeah.
Elmixin. Yeah. Like it's a new pronoun.
Well, that's the servo skull, which is, of course, in lore, the means by which the tech priest communes with many, machine spirits, as well as, interacting with their own circuitry and communication and interpersonal communication, that is, and all kinds of stuff.
Mhm.
Servo skull is good for lots of things.
You also look very stylish in the Mechanicus red.
Thank you. Yes, the mechanic is red. It suits my new cyber eye.
I do like how your regular human eye that you still have for the moment is kind of
Weakness,
doomy.
flesh.
Yeah, it's kind of doomy too. You still got the cigarette. Still can't kick that habit even after you've transformed yourself a bit.
It pleases the machine spirit.
He's got to kill the lungs somehow.
That's
They're
true.
sacred incense sticks.
Right.
They're part of my rituals in communing with the machine spirit, and you know um anointing him in sacred WD-40
Holy oil.
and burning sage cigarettes
That's fucking hilarious.
and
All right,
and
so
and singing the ancient binary hymns.
1100.
No, it's Daft Punk. It's Daft Punk. Specifically their Tron Legacy album.
01. And the machine
Yeah.
starts. That's how you start the tank.
Oh
You have to
god.
sing it its favorite song, lube the right parts, start the key in just such a way. You got to jiggle it 3 times.
Right.
Say an incantation, slap it once, and turn the key, and the tank will start. It's a ritual.
Yeah.
That's how it works. On
Nice. I believe we have some memes and such to go through
Yeah.
for tonight.
Well, with his new eye, he should be faster at processing memes.
That's true. You should be faster at finding them as well, for hunting them down.
Well, that's what the servo skull is for. The servo skull assists with meme finding.
That's right.
Yes.
And this
Yeah,
is our first
Enhances
meme of the
meme
night.
targeting. Honk, honk.
Court issues 10-day ban on honking in downtown Ottawa. We can't really see it. I'll hide us for a moment.
Intensifies.
Yep, honking intensifies.
That's right. Right, it does.
That's all it's going to do.
Well, yeah,
It's
I mean, they
continue
made it
intensifying.
illegal for I think it was for 10 days. So it's not even really something that's illegal. I think they're just enforcing probably a disturbing the peace
A court order,
or
yeah.
some kind of noise, what's it called? Ordinance.
Noise ordinance, yeah.
Yeah, some kind of noise ordinance or something.
It's at most going to be a minor fine, and they're already getting fuckloads of money from Give, Send, Go, so they don't
They
care.
got over $6 quadrillion, I heard.
That's
That was the actual number. It was 6 million, but yeah, it was the actual number. I just thought it was kind of funny. I really wanted to comment underneath it, that seems a little high. I was like, nah. Are you sure?
That's
Actually,
weird.
it's almost 7 million.
That's
it's
weird.
Almost
The
7 million bucks.
the census for the dollars at the time
Oh shit.
conducted by Give, Send, Go.
Yeah. Well, not only that, but I'm looking at it right now. It looks like there's also another smaller campaign called Adopt a Trucker. I'm looking into that.
That's cute.
I like it. So I'll be right back. I gotta get more whiskey.
problem.
BRB.
Will they send me a photo of my trucker and a short story about how he got where he is?
Here we go. Okay, this is from. We are War Room Canada have started up the adoptatrucker.ca campaign in partnership with the 2022 Freedom Convoy that arrived in Ottawa. Our heroic arrivals will need housing, water, food, accommodations, and shuttle services. Your donations are greatly appreciated and we put to good use. This is a Canada-wide rally determined to stop all mandates and return Canadians their rights and freedoms again. This is for all who want to contribute but cannot be there in person. This is a great way for you to be part of this movement. We're looking for volunteers, needing all levels of logistics like food prep, generators, showers, security, pylons, etc. Click the link below.
Nice.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep. And then the Freedom Convoy is still there. They're at 43%, and what was it? I think it was only started a few days ago, and it's already at $6 million. Oh, sorry, almost 7 million.
Remember the $6 million.
It's actually almost 7 million now.
Woo! Honk, dude. Fuck yeah.
Honk, fucking honk.
Keep him there for fucking
Oh,
years,
this one.
Yeah. Yeah, this was really good.
We need soy voice. Lubes in December 2021.
Make life as difficult as possible for the unvaccinated. Don't let them go out for work, or in public, or to bars, or gyms, or restaurants. Make them feel pain.
Libs in February 2022.
Why? Oh, this job.
My mental health is being affected.
If honking is all it takes to get these guys to fucking collapse into this,
Well,
there is no way they can maintain or win a civil war.
Hang on now, though, because that is like sound torture is a real thing. Like that's used by the CIA in Guantanamo Bay and everything. Like they use Barbra Streisand mostly.
In isolation chambers.
Yeah. But I mean, think about this: you're already in your apartment all the time, right? And then you go downstairs because you want to leave, and you put your 3 masks on, and then you go outside and still, and it's not even because you're amongst it. Like, I mean, it can have an effect. It will have an effect. But
also, burning cities down has probably a worse effect.
Oh, for sure.
Well,
being in a literal war zone.
Certainly a more permanent effect.
Yeah.
Didn't they blast? Waco with music?
They tried to, but it wasn't
effective. Yeah, well, I mean, they tried.
Yeah,
they fucking tried.
As I said,
it was in their playbook.
Yeah. Well, also, again, this is more that they are weak-willed individuals, all of them.
Oh, that's definitely true.
Yeah,
but I'm just saying that, that is a real thing, though. Like the sound torture
people with real conviction, it takes what, weeks of sustained isolation combined with sleep deprivation,
right?
And just maxed out music 24/7 in a small cell to normally make an actual fanatic or true believer to crack, and even then, it's not a guarantee.
Yeah.
So, it's not. Yeah, yes, it is a real thing, but these are also weak-willed people. When we started seeing these people freak out day 3 and 4.
Right.
Also, again, guys, you can buy earplugs. That'll deal with 90% of it when you're in your house.
They can't. They cannot into principled fucking, as me and Ron were talking about earlier, they can't blame the right people. They can't understand. Yeah. They cannot understand their role. They can't imagine taking responsibility themselves and demanding that
real change,
demanding responsibility for themselves.
Yeah,
for themselves as opposed to from the government.
Yeah, moving along to the next one. Honk.
Simple, elegant. I love it.
I mean, honk.
Found it.
Yep.
I'm sorry, friend, but if you're trying to fuck about, I'm afraid. I'm just afraid you're gonna have to find out. And I didn't want it to be this way, guy. But sorry about that. But afraid you're just gonna have to find out.
Yeah. Moving along.
Yeah, make sure you call him Bud like 30 times.
Yeah. Sorry, bud.
This is a very fresh meme, by the way.
Fresh and dank, like less than an hour old.
Yeah.
Witness. The
That's
freshest
right,
thing.
If you don't like the honks,
you shouldn't have created clown world. Honk honk.
Yep.
Honk, honk.
The honking is just going to continue. I mean, there's even talks of a U.S. version of it with the
Oh,
independent
yeah.
owner-operators.
Oh, by the way, speaking of,
That's
our boy who we had on the show, Reed Coverdale,
Yeah.
he was on Kennedy Nation on Fox News yesterday or the day before.
no shit.
I think it was yesterday. Yeah.
He was
So
on
he was
Boomer
on
News.
Fox News talking about trucker
Nice.
stuff.
Yeah.
Dude,
Good for him.
based.
Based in
Yeah.
Red Build.
Fuck yeah. It's awesome. So congratulations to him.
And, yeah. Congratulations to him.
Absolutely.
But also,
Thanks for representing. I mean, I couldn't think of anyone better.
Yeah,
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure. Absolutely.
John, do you want to take this one since you posted it?
Imagine thinking Canada is important. Yeah.
So
I
who
can't
is
see it.
this? Who is
Canada,
this Steve
emoji.
Schmuck? Who is this Steve Schmuck anyway? He's verified.
I don't know. He just had this thread about like
Ottawa.
how
He
it's
has a
under
fucking
some-
thread, doesn't it? Oh my
Jesus.
god, look at this fucking thread. Jesus Christ, TLDR. Ottawa is the capital city of one of the most important countries in the world,
That's what I was like, imagine
Canada.
thinking Canada's important. Like, vomit.
Bro, three overweight American veterans in their 60s could walk across the border with a cap gun and a pair of safety scissors and be in control of that nation.
Ah,
Well, especially if they went to French Canada, they would just surrender immediately. As soon as they
he
see
didn't
any
even
Americans coming,
organize
they're like,
his fucking thread into proper tweets. Like,
like,
his
"Fuck."
his tweets fucking spill into one another. He didn't like one slash. He didn't.
Right.
Yeah.
He just goes, "This next is a profoundly important story that is being covered abysmally in the United States." I guess
I
that's
agree
the
with that.
thing. In Canada, they're shouting from the heavens that this is far right, racist.
Oh my god.
Violent.
No, it's fascist. It's a fascist invasion.
Oh, it's all those things.
Yeah, it's like, guys, did the fascist Germans, talk about, telling people they had a choice in what they wanted to do with their lives?
Dude, they were all about choice.
That's right. They
Those
were
are the
always like, we demand freedom for ourselves and everyone else. In fact,
Yeah.
work gives you freedom. Work is the ultimate freedom. We demand freedom for everyone,
That is a
especially
factual
those. That's right.
statement.
Yeah.
That they said those things. That is
Yeah, I
That
mean,
is
it's
factual,
not like, they
indeed.
had laws against certain group. They totally didn't have laws that certain groups couldn't go to work.
Yeah,
Or
no,
that they had to live in
their
certain
lives would
areas.
be made
Or had
purposefully
curfews or-
uncomfortable.
Or had
That
to
would
wear,
be
a symbol that makes them easily identifiable.
right. No,
And
that
carry
would, that
special
would be absurd.
papers, as well as
Right,
be
that-
described as the cause of various outbreaks of illnesses.
Yeah, no, come on, dude. That would be absurd if we were doing that again.
And that they were the cause of all economic woes.
Who were the baddies, Seawall? I forgot. I thought it was these truckers.
So, also, we're getting a message from the ambassador of Truckistan, Poso.
Is that right, dude?
Oh,
What
shit.
does he
Xenophobic.
have to say?
Trudeau is about to crack down on peaceful protests like a Castro.
Dude, I can't wait. Like,
I
I know
feel
it's
the
gonna be horrible.
Castro.
Lots of life is gonna be really shitty, but like the message it's gonna send is gonna be phenomenal.
Oh,
yeah,
within
don't you
24
love
hours, United
optics?
States ends all mandates because they don't want to be around that shit.
Don't you
Well,
love
they're already kind of
optics?
starting to back off of that.
They're already trying to
stuff.
back off. What I mean is they'll literally start
yeah.
throwing people under the bus.
Oh
to
yeah,
try to
and
distance
people
them.
losing jobs.
They will either release the real things or fabricate shit on Fauci, and his ass will be in a jail cell.
No.
Yeah.
He'll just have to quietly retire. He'll have to.
No, they need to pin this on
enforce
someone,
resign.
and Fauci's the perfect poster boy for it.
Oh no,
They
he's
ex-
definitely being set up as a fall guy. It's definitely true.
Yeah,
They expect to
And
find
the-
one of us in the wreckage.
Yeah,
Right.
they expect to fight, and Fauci's the only one that that they can easily replace. There are hundreds of
course.
Fauci's in the government.
Not
Any
only
one
that,
of
but
them can
he's
replace him.
old now. He's
Yeah.
been around for a long time. He's old. Like he's ready to go. Like
Yeah, he's totally not going to Epstein himself
totally
in a
not,
jail
yeah.
cell with a note that explains that he did everything.
And he's not even sorry. No,
No, that he's horribly sorry for what he did.
right.
Yeah. So, moving along.
So I'll do it again too.
Are you winning, son?
I'm telling you,
Yeah,
that's
dude,
a
I
piss
can
puddle,
feel
this guy.
I can feel the Castro kicking in. Like you
Yeah.
can feel when that Castro just kicks in.
But the
bro.
problem
It's
is he was
like-
raised by a mom that henpecked him into being a cuck.
I mean, he's just a cuck for the show of it. Like, you think he's actually a cuck? I doubt it.
Yes.
That is a good point.
I mean, he affects, such a fucking persona as to be, likable and like, affable and, realistic and friendly and progressive. Dude, I doubt.
No,
any of
I
that
think he's a true
shit.
believer. He's a true believer. He's been at this too long to not be one.
I don't know, man. I mean, you don't go from base blackface guy to like this. I think it's
Well,
crack.
But
again,
you
they
do
don't
go
care.
straight easily from
Yeah.
dumbass to dumbass to
That's true.
dumbass to dumbass to
That's true. You can't
dumbass.
make parallel dumbass moves.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Also, again, how many quote unquote progressives have been caught with very unprogressive things in their past in the U.S.?
Oh, 100% of them, or if they haven't, they will be if they
Yeah.
gain the kind of prominence.
Yeah, they'll
Yeah.
eventually be found out. They're all true believers because they're trying to escape that darkness.
Right, it's like the male feminists.
Yeah.
They usually come up as like predators.
Yeah.
But that's why they have a guilty conscience. So they're like, oh, super
Yeah, exactly.
feminism, but also like, I'm not going to worry about your consent. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, scooting along. Stop that.
Oh, I see.
Honk. It's just 2 weeks to flatten the tyranny.
Two
Honk,
honks.
honk, 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 honk.
I mean, has it been
Concerned.
almost 2 weeks?
Yeah, about a couple
Yeah.
of days ago. I think it was like a couple of days ago was when the court came down with the 10 days of no honking.
Yeah, see.
That was about 10 days after it started, so it's been about 2 weeks now.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Cool.
And cope.
Yep.
So much copium. Overdosing.
And looks like the heavy shock cavalry's en route now.
That's right, dude. Look at that. Those are big honking motherfuckers. See what I did there?
I wonder if they honk, though. Like,
Oh, they do.
honk, dude.
They do.
They
They
might
have
not
to.
honk as hunky, but they're like, good
do
for
they
blocking
have...
stuff.
Why would they, though, in any context, honk? They're
To signal
always in a
problems.
quarry. If you
Yeah,
don't
it's a
fucking
signal,
see
dude.
them,
Yeah,
like,
it's a signal because the thing is, it's got to be loud enough that it can actually get through earmuffs.
Yeah.
Because
They
if
definitely
you
have
see a
to
guy
honk,
and you're going down the hill and he's on the road and you can't stop in time, how are you going to tell him to get the fuck out of the way?
Dude,
Honk,
you're-
honk.
you're going like 20 miles an hour in the rock quarry tops. Like,
Doesn't in the rock quarry, but then you got to transport that rock.
Also,
to
going
not the quarry.
downhill, those brakes can only do so much if you're maxed
Yeah,
out.
that's a lot of weight
Yeah,
going downhill.
yeah,
And the snow like that?
yeah. So
I don't know, dude. I would like. them to
also
be
they'll
honk.
so you need
also
a big loud
oftentimes
horn, right?
yeah they'll
Hell
also
yeah, you
often
do.
honk when going around like blind corners
Yes,
because they don't know if there's another
know.
truck on
Yeah.
the other side or a
Right.
smaller vehicle.
Honk.
Pretty much. Here's another fun one. A leftist. meme for us.
Yeah. Speak up, Journo cuck. I can't hear you over the honking.
Yeah.
I said, male howler monkeys with the biggest bubblers has a smallest spectacle. Take that, you chuds.
Honk, honk,
Take
honk.
that, chuds. That
Also-
means you have small balls.
Also, aren't leftist men the loudest, like yellers and screamers?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
So, guys, that better applies to you than the truckers.
Right.
Because the
They've only
truckers, it's
been-
not their voice making that noise.
Right. They've only been howling for a little while. You guys have been doing it for a few years.
Yeah.
Also, this article, I guess, is from 2015, so
Yeah.
it doesn't really matter.
Just
at
a
all.
random article that came out years ago. They're
Yeah.
trying to use it for a meme, and it's not working.
You're like, ha, 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 look at these chuds.
Aren't you the
Kids.
women that isn't your side's women the one fantasizing about those chuds?
Yes,
You know?
that is true. I don't know how many women are like, oh my god, I super want like a balding 22-year-old fat dude with no chin and barely a beard,
And a shitty job.
a shitty job or lack of one. Like, no, that's not happening. Like, no fucking trad wife is like, oh my god,
Nope.
I
Maybe
love
into
him.
fucking
He's
this
so
guy.
great.
yeah.
So, moving along to Arvolt, a good friend of ours.
Yeah, Arvolt is cool. I found out he has us on a list. It's a good list. It's a good
Yeah.
list, though.
Yeah, good
It's a
list.
list of like must watch or must look at or something like that on Twitter.
Who
It's like,
knows,
oh, these
yeah.
are my like must follow accounts. I was like, oh,
When they ask if you will give up the honking.
peace was never an option. Right? It was never an
Yeah.
option.
Honk.
Bonk.
And now to get out of the honking memes a little bit, but to stay with the Canadian for a moment.
Canadians.
Fucking Canucks.
Yeah, dude. Nearly 40% of U.S. Gen Zs, 30% of young Christians identify as LGBTQ. Poll shows.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Well, they're also trying to, don't make me tap the sign.
Yeah.
So there was an increase from around 6% to 12%.
Of left-handedness. That's left-handedness.
Well, also, the thing is, left-handedness
Yeah,
was pretty
not
rare in history.
left-heartedness.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's always rare, but like there was
Well, no.
actually a concerted effort to make people who like were left-handed, like they would be taught to write with their right hand,
Uh-huh.
and like so like I have a great aunt who like they would actually like tie her left hand to her desk, so
Yeah.
she had to like write with her right hand.
Yeah.
She just wasn't able to like that was a real thing.
For
So, of
real.
course,
yeah.
you know-
Also, but again, the thing is, it's what 90 some odd, or just under 90% based on this graph. It's like 12% is the keep. It's also been steady for what?
Yeah. No, I'm not saying like I'm not trying to say
Decades.
this is like
Yeah.
correct or that like
Yeah.
this has an equivalency to the LGBT thing. I'm just saying that was a real thing, and the left-handed people were actually oppressed for quite a lot of history.
Yeah,
because it was considered
absolutely.
it was considered like the devil's.
Here we go.
hand.
Immoral.
Some are
Yeah.
maybe, but 40% just biologically is not likely of possible.
Right.
Likely of possible.
That's obviously.
I don't
but
consider it
also
a problem, but
LGBTQ
there's
is, like,
definitely a
questioning
reason why so
counts.
many are confused about their sex or sexuality. From
Mhm.
natural biological standpoint, this makes no sense. This is 40%. That's how a species dies off or does a rapid change.
Yeah, no, of course, but hang on though, because it's not saying LGBTQ is not saying that they're gay,
Yeah.
right, or that they're trans.
Yeah, it's probably a
No.
lot of
Even,
straight
like-
people saying, "Oh, I'm totally bi," and I think
Well,
the reason why they're
obviously-
saying it is it's social pressure.
Bye.
Questioning counts as
Yeah.
well. That's
Yeah.
Q is queer or questioning,
Yeah, so
right? So people can be like, "Oh, I'm queer," but like, or like when I
I'm
was in high
totally
school.
queer. I'm
When I was
totally
in high school,
gender
every single
queer.
girl was bi. Every
Yeah.
single fucking last one of them was bi, even though they had never been with or done anything with a girl. They were like, "Oh, I'm bi. I'm interesting and cool. Pay attention to me."
It's a
They're-
trend. It's a
They're just
trend.
straight, right? Exactly. Really,
It's
they're just
fidget
straight.
spinners, but
Yeah,
stupider.
right.
Pick me.
Because at least with a fidget spinner, it's a physical object.
Well, yeah, it's not your identity.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, unless you're autistic, then I guess it is.
Yeah. So here we go.
Oh, Katie Z wants to start over now. All right, start over. Go back to the first meeting. They start talking backwards and stuff, like rewinding.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Anyway, yeah,
Well, I did draw the #1 rated cartoon of all time on Reddit.
Currently third place, but I haven't posted in 3 years. My Biden You Ain't Black comic would have pissed past #1, not pissed. Past #1
yeah.
easily.
This is
This is satire,
yeah.
but
Yeah. So
he's done this. We have what? Thank you for your submission has been removed for violating the following rules. No pictures with added or superimposed digital text, emojis, and Microsoft Paint. Like scribbles.
No memes.
Right. Mandate is not anti-mandate is not anti-vax as much as you wish it was. I mean that's true, but I mean at
Yeah.
this point I'm just like fuck you. I don't want you. I don't want nothing.
Yeah, thanks.
leave me
Fuck
alone
off.
to make my own decisions, and I'll leave
Right.
you alone to make yours.
Oh shit, Cam Harless, what's up, dude?
Nice.
What's up, man? A fun fact: we called it a helicopter. These days, kids call it a fidget spinner. Oh, yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yep, moving
Dude,
along.
yeah, you know those little plants, those little like seeds that are like the helicopter seeds where you throw them up and they like spin around real fast as they fall.
Yeah.
Those are cool. Yeah. Just wanted to bring that up. Just reminded me of that.
Thanks. That was riveting.
I know. Subscribe for more content like that.
Moving
That's
along
right, I
before
know
John
everyone's here for
loses
that.
us what few viewers we have.
Me to my liberal friends who actually thought Biden would legalize pot and not make them pay back their student loans.
What a stupid son of a bitch. Oh, no, I meant spinning your dick. Yeah, that helicopter thing. Yeah,
Oh God.
that's funny. It was a dick joke.
Yep.
Gotcha. We're a bunch of autists
The
on the
dick
show.
went straight
So-
over his head.
That's right. I'm so short.
Yep.
Just went right over my head. Those are maple seeds, says Ed. Are they? Cool. City boy. Fuck you. I had them. Like, I just didn't know that they were maple seeds. They were just like little helicopter seeds. I don't know. Anyway, we can move on.
Yep. We did it, Joe. Free crack pipes for Black History Month.
Finally.
Oh,
God,
yeah.
that fucking timing is just one of the
He's
worst I've ever
stepping
seen.
up for that black community, isn't he?
That's right.
He's coming through for them and honoring their culture.
I think it's more of like nepotism than anything else. He's like,
Well, I mean, Hunter
my
needed a
son
job
needs-
somewhere, and apparently they had a slot at the HHS.
Well, I mean,
Jeez.
yeah, he's got to get out of Ukraine, right? Because if Ukraine's about to get invaded,
Yeah.
you might want to move his son.
Ah.
Yep.
I did not, Ed. Oh my god.
Yeah. That's pretty
What's a
funny.
fag?
Well, scooting
Ugh.
along to a friend of the show, Katie Zed.
Yeah.
A young Jen Psaki knew from the moment that Biden smelled her hair that she would be his press secretary.
That's probably what he whispered in her ear as he was like sniffing.
Oh God, yeah, that girl was the little girl was redhead.
Well, obviously.
Oh well.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was cute
Mm-hmm.
back in the
And
day.
and from Razor Fist,
so much fun.
Yeah, that's an awful lot of word salad when a simple whore would suffice. And also, guys,
let's look at let's take a look at what
Yeah.
we're looking at. Let's break this down for a second. Zoom that out. Okay,
This
so
is
we have here.
satire.
no,
This
it's
is
not.
It's gotta be,
No,
dude.
I
It's
dug into the
I
person.
know that's right. You
This
did.
is
I know.
real. There are too many videos of an overweight black woman for this not to be fake.
You're right.
It's
I
the
mean,
same woman. It's this, and she's got an Instagram, a TikTok. She's posting about cooking dinner. You don't get that on a troll account.
This has got to be an edit.
I mean, it could
Come
be an edit, but
on,
the problem
like-
is she is talking about polyamory constantly in her Twitter.
Right, but we're talking about the picture though.
Yeah.
I mean, because look at this. This checks every single. I don't think there's a box left unchecked. It's trans, right? You see the big bulge that's like bigger than her tits.
Mhm.
Muslim, so obviously person of color. Amputee, so disabled.
Mhm.
Like, what else is there?
The
What other boxes are
wheelchair
there
is
to check?
missing.
Well, no, she doesn't need a wheelchair. She's got a little peg leg.
Oh,
All
that's right.
good.
She's able.
Yeah. Well, only able through. She's got like a pirate peg leg, which is kind of fucking weird, but whatever. She
Look,
identifies as a
I'm
solo.
going through her. I'm going.
Solo polyamory.
Oh, this might actually be a fake, just basically condensed of everything she's posted otherwise. I'm not saying this specific one.
Right.
They
Big
usually
Mike the
have
meme.
multiple separate
Oh,
or
God.
intertwined polyamorous dynamics.
Right. So
They
it's like
don't.
basically, it's narcissism. It's I love myself, but I also love like several people around me. But I'm the
Who are
main person.
who are like me and reflect me back to myself.
Well, of course, yeah. This is just narcissism. That's not solo polyamory. That's fucking narcissism. There's a word for that
I
already. You don't
love
need to make.
me in every aspect of me that shows itself in other people.
You
Right?
got that from Tam's quest. No, I believe Razor Fist was what,
Yeah.
well, at least where we got it from.
Well,
I'm sure someone
Razor
else.
Fist quote
Got it from
tweeting
Orwell and Good.
Yeah.
Oh, well and good. Yeah.
So okay, so this is. Yeah, this is. This.
I do
Yeah,
believe
this is
Orwell and Good
condensed,
is
but
a
okay.
is a hunter.
Okay, here we go. She actually posted this. Polyphobia, polyamophobia, the fear or disgust of polyamory, whether outward towards others and or inward when feeling love towards more than one person.
Jesus, what is she on about?
Yeah, look, it could be a condensed version of what she posted, or she could have deleted it because it's getting traction.
That could be the case.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just have a hard time. I mean, look at this. What are we looking at here? Like, this is all the boxes.
Well, here's the thing. I have her Twitter up right now over media on her Twitter.
No, yeah, I know. Yeah.
Right here.
Right.
Look at some of this. Describe what a primary is. Whatever the fuck this is.
Well, the primary is like the head bitch or head dude of the
That's
polyamory
right.
polyamory relationship. The odd one out, I suppose.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Does seem real.
Look, it could be
gotcha.
it could be a
Sorry.
yeah, it could be a condensed version of something, or it could have been posted elsewhere, maybe. Just never laid it on Twitter. The problem is she checks all the boxes on her Twitter alone. I mean, all the fucking hashtags.
Oh my god, yeah, that's like a mountain of hashtags.
Yeah.
Quest said he used to like himself several times a day. I did notice, by the way, Quest, in your little here's my home office picture, there are a box of tissues conveniently located right next to the keyboard. I'm just saying, man. I'm not sure you used to like yourself several times a day. You might also still like yourself a couple times a day. Just saying, you know.
I think she's also a black weeb based on this.
That does look like some weedery.
Yeah.
See, fucking weebs do ruin everything over all the time. I mean, yeah, okay, hashtag not all of them, but like enough. It's a problem. Enough of them. It's a problem.
Oh yeah. Remember, there's two elements to the weeb culture. There are the ones that just enjoy the fucking weebery, and then there is whatever the fuck this might be. So scooting along. The left cannon me mannequin.
Wall of text.
I'm not reading all that.
That's right. I'm not sticking around for that.
That's right. I'm not reading all that. Sorry that happened to you, or happy for you. Yeah.
Keystone Pipeline versus Nevada's lithium mine for hybrid cars. But it's all about the environment, right?
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
I will say this. Likely where they are in Nevada was already pretty fucking desolate to begin with.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah,
so
in this particular case, a recoverable fucking thing.
Yeah. Not only that, but it looks
if the infrastructure isn't fucking set up in some place, next fucking place that we need isn't, as refined as this, then we've got a years-long setup that could have been avoided by handling it ahead of time. But no, fucking environment and shit.
Not only that, but lithium-ion batteries are not as clean as people want to think they are. It's an exceptionally nasty process to develop them. You can recycle them near 100% at least, but that's still not, a clean process. A lot of toxic chemicals involved, a lot of shit you got to be careful with. Very, very flammable.
Is that right?
Dude, lithium-ion batteries are I think it's a class 4 fire.
Well,
Requiring
yeah,
specialized
I mean,
electric chemical fire extinguishers.
For sure.
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what is
Look
that,
up
D?
videos of laptop batteries going up if you really want to shit your pants.
I mean, you've seen the iPhones burning up in people's
Yeah.
car seats.
Yeah.
Setting that shit on fire.
Oh, yeah. That's a lithium-ion battery going boom.
There you go, dude.
So, moving along. We need soy voice.
All right.
No, I bet if more people of color bought guns, Republicans would support gun control. I'm so smart and clever.
Sweet gun. Want to go shooting?
Hell yeah, brother.
Bang, 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 bang.
No, you're supposed to be racist.
Bang, 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 bang.
You want to check out my pre-86 AR?
Hell yeah, wholesome as fuck, dude.
E86.
Yep.
Yeah, we don't care. Just give us our bangs.
Yeah.
When you're a cop and your girlfriend asks you to do her doggy style.
Oh no. You don't want
You
that.
can't
Come on.
mean
They
it.
don't really do. You're like, all right.
You can't
That's
mean
what you're
that.
into.
Anything can be memed.
That's right.
No, I mean you can't mean that, baby. Like you can't mean that, baby. You can't ask me for that. No, how could you do that?
Anything can be memed, midget. There are no sacred cows.
So great. Oh my god. I haven't seen this format in a long time too.
Yeah. Fun little win here.
Hell yeah.
I need some aluminum welding done for the top motor mount. So I asked my local guy if he do fine aluminum. He replied with this. It's
Hell
2
yeah,
beer
brother.
cans.
I can do
Yeah,
it.
it looks like he can.
Yeah. That's
I
a pretty
believe him.
clean weld, too, for very
Yeah,
thin
no,
aluminum.
And he's been drinking. He's just happy laying around.
Right.
Well, yeah, what was it? All redneck houses are no wasting beer houses.
That's right, dude. You don't waste a beer.
Yeah.
Oh, that's alcohol abuse.
Yeah.
That's right.
We're killing Quest, guys. Calm
What
down.
do you think my plan has been for years?
This whole podcast has just been.
It's an elaborate plot to get Quest to die from laughter. And gentlemen, don't you just feel this
Oh
in
man,
your soul?
John, get your violin ready to play a real
Right.
sad,
Well, I
slow
think I need a smaller
song.
one for that.
Nah,
Need a
man,
smaller
play
violin.
a jig. Play a fucking Irish jig.
I did actually just recently learn, so that'll be fun.
Yeah, play an Irish
Yeah.
jig, man. We gotta celebrate. We gotta dance and drink the night away for this one. The
Fuck
hedge
yeah,
fund that
dude.
lost 53% in January betting against GameStop bought $1.3 billion of Facebook stock in the fourth quarter.
Jesus Christ.
Mm.
Melvin Capital Management.
Tastes so good.
Mm.
There he is, Gabe Plotkin. He's
Plotkin.
managing your funds.
Imagine your
He's-
last name being Plotkin.
Imagine being this fucking guy right now.
Right now. I mean,
Oh,
Holding-
he is probably just mainlining Xanax at this point.
He and all of his clients are left holding this big fucking bag.
All because they wanted to short GameStop to a
Yeah.
stupid degree. If they just shorted like 30% of the stock, Wall Street Bros wouldn't have given two shits. They would have said, lol, better short the stock ourselves.
Right.
Because GameStop, it just doesn't have a purpose anymore.
No, of course
It's
not.
obsolete.
There's
But no,
quite literally no reason to go
Yeah.
into a GameStop ever again for the rest of your entire life. There's no
yeah,
need for
I
it.
mean, maybe if you happen to be at the mall and you're bored.
See, that's the thing. GameStop's not even in the mall near me.
Yeah, I mean, there's
So
one
there's
apparently in a
there's
mall near me. So
yeah, there's not even a GameStop. There's I'm not gonna say the name of it is because I don't know how big it is, but it's the same kind of deal, but it's better. Like it's a used game store for the most part, so you can trade in used games just like you could with the GameStop, but it's everything. It's
Yeah.
they have Ataris, they have Sega Saturns, they have fucking N64. So I got a bunch of my N64 games from over there.
This is the
The
way.
original Xbox and stuff. Like they
Yeah.
have tons of shit. So there's no reason to ever go into a GameStop again. Everything I want is like right there in that one store.
Yeah. Well, yeah. What I'm saying is, like, look, that's not a what I said is not a reason. It's a situation when you might go into a GameStop because you're bored at the mall. So.
I
Well,
mean, maybe.
anyway.
Yeah.
Even then, I'd probably be like,
Yeah.
Fuck this guy anyway. In his fucking
fuck this
Yeah.
guy.
Again, Wall Street Bets. The
Right in
only
his
reason
face.
why they noticed was because you guys shorted 120% of the stock. You shorted more stock than existed. And they're like,
Kinda like
"Fuck
silver.
it, we're gonna." What was it? Our autism will outlive your finances, or something like that. Was
That's
that-
Goddamn
right.
right.
Yeah,
That's right.
they didn't care. There's a bunch of guys working like gas stations and grocery stores.
That's the thing, right? They're in it for the meme. They
Yeah,
weren't in
the
it
meme.
to,
They
like,
wanted
we're
to
gonna make
own a
shitload
piece of
money.
GameStop. They held the line.
Right. They weren't. Yeah, they weren't in it to like, okay, well, I'm gonna make a bunch of money, maybe pass them off to the guy who gave me a tip. No. They're like, no, we're gonna hold this shit. We're gonna fuck up your entire thing just to laugh at you. Like
That's
that kind of
right.
malice
Because
does
you're
not
such
exist.
a fucking schmuck.
Right. It's like, fuck you.
A
I'm gonna
smug
lose a bunch of money that I
asshole.
don't have a lot
Yeah.
of disposable income for,
Yep.
and I'm gonna I'm gonna
Make
fuck you
them
up.
lose magnitudes more.
Oh yeah,
Right. Exactly.
yeah, because it didn't take much to fuck up their plans.
No, of course not. It usually doesn't. They're pretty
yeah.
fragile most of the time. Like
Oh, yeah.
plans in general
Yeah.
are fragile things.
Exactly. So, and then the final meme, not really a meme, but a kind of a wholesome update from an old buddy of mine, the based Venezuelan Caleb. Apparently, he's finally gotten a copy of his dad's Italian birth certificate, and after all these years, he can start the process of getting Italian passports, so he
Fuck
can get
yeah.
out of Venezuela.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
What's he? Is he operating like Bitcoin or like Wild Gold or some shit?
I don't know what he's operating in, but
I
you
he's
know,
not using
he's
the
a good
Boulevard.
guy.
Come on. I'm sure he is. No,
Yeah,
I'm saying
Maybe
like,
toilet
how
paper.
much is he using to pay for this kind of stuff? Because like he's not going to have 10 billion bolivars to pay for a passport or something.
Maybe he's
I'm
using
sure.
toilet
Well, the
paper.
thing is, I think he does Twitch and things like that, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's got overseas funding in U.S.
Okay,
dollars. So I know he does
Yeah.
some Twitch stuff. I think I had him on a couple of times on my old show. What was it?
Like the deplorable bat cave.
Yeah, the
I remember.
Batcast. Yeah,
I think that was the first podcast I was ever a guest on,
yeah.
if I'm not mistaken.
How times
Yeah.
have changed.
I know, right? Now we
Yeah.
have our own podcast. Cheers.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Well, I should try to get some of those guys to join this podcast some point as a guest. You know?
Perhaps. Like one at a time. I would.
Oh, of course, we're not going to do the full
Yeah.
retinue,
Because
but
there were like 6
yeah.
of you motherfuckers.
yeah, but you know,
Let's
maybe I
see,
should
man.
reach out to Caleb, say, hey, it's me. You're still alive. I understand.
Yeah, we can definitely bring him on. That would be awesome.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Just based Venezuelan, bro, and he loves his memes.
Fuck
I mean, he'll have to make sure the carrier pigeons are all charged up for the internet
rested.
and get
Yeah.
on that bike to power the
Right.
computer.
Right.
I'm sure he'll figure it out. So
Yeah.
and kind of an update from Andy. No. Exclusive.
All right.
Winnipeg car ramming suspect identified as Antifa member.
Yeah, shocked Pikachu face.
Yeah.
Well, this is why nobody on the left, no one in Portland likes Andy, because he stays doing this, exposing who these people are.
Oh,
And doing the
God.
fucking muck
This guy's
raking.
one of them on Antifa too. He
Yeah,
was a
oh,
frontman
yeah,
of an
he's one of
Antifa
the
punk
good
band, Brat Attack, until the record label dropped the group because of multiple accusations of sexual assault against him in 2015. One of the accusers said she was only 13 when he groomed. Oh, God.
Oh yeah, dude.
Hold on. We need a
He's
certain
your
sound.
average leftist. He's your average leftist extremist. He's a nonce. Turn it on, dude. Crank it up. Dude, see, well, you gotta prime it.
I think it's working. You guys put him in feed first, right?
Yeah, see, it's best usually to deal with guys like this swiftly and just because otherwise, look, they end up driving cars into your peaceful protests,
Yep.
you know, having been radicalized into extremism and
Also, apparently
probably
he's 42
held
now. In 2015, he would have been
35.
35.
That's right. He knew what he was doing.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Why don't you scroll us down a little bit more so we can drink in a little more of this fantasticness?
We got a web. Well, I don't want to click that web archive, but
Anti-fascist
show
simper.
more. Here we go.
Simper is
Extremely political, features violent themes, and was popular with the local anarchist punk scene in Manitoba.
He performed in
Oh.
multiple other short-lived bands. Oh God, on DeviantArt.
Art.
Oh Jesus Christ! What is this fucking 2008?
Jesus,
DeviantArt?
I can't remember the last time I was on that site.
I think I just told you the last time I was
No.
on.
I was in
2008.
there probably sometime in the 20-teens. There's a friend who's an artist that posts there still. She's the one that did the saber-tooth head for me.
Right.
Yeah. Good artist. She's cool.
Sure.
Yep. Oh God.
Nice, an archive link of him being thrown under the bus.
Nice.
Antifa supporters who know him are getting into damage control. Winnipeg Punks, an organization of punks,
Oh God.
okay,
Cringe,
whose
dude.
current avatar on Facebook is a crossed out convoy released. They're so clever. And grassroots. You can tell they're real grassroots.
Yeah, he was
these
part of
guys.
Antifa and anti-racist action, but he was a poser and was despised. Bullshit.
That's right. He wasn't a true member.
Yeah.
4 counts of assault with a weapon, failing to stop at the scene of an accident, and dangerous operation of a vehicle causing bodily harm. Yeah, I should say so.
Sounds about right. I mean, they probably could have slapped attempted murder, but that can be a bit of a reach sometimes.
I mean, not if you're driving into a crowd. I would say that's an appropriate application of that law.
Yeah. I mean, technically, what they should be doing under Canada law is he should be charged with political hate crime. To make this worse.
Now you're talking about what they are obligated by their own rules to do, not what they're actually going to do.
Yeah.
Right? See, those two things are totally different.
Yeah.
They might be obligated under their own rules to do a certain thing, Seawall.
Oh, yeah.
But you got to understand, they're never going to do that certain thing. Ever. Especially if it comports to their rules.
Oh, the archive is dead. The link archive is dead, by the way.
Fucking dead archive link.
Super lame.
Hold on, I'm just checking these out to see if they're clean or
Oh,
not.
Faces of Death. Dude, that's right.
That's
Holy
right, bro.
shit.
Bro.
You guys remember Faces of Death?
That's
No.
right. Yeah, I fucking do.
Oh, it was like, oh my god, it was so good. I think a lot of those, were fake, but like
Yeah,
it was
probably.
basically we could just watch people die. Like
Yeah.
it's probably kind of one of the reasons
Why are we
I'm,
talking about
desensitized to
Faces
those
of
shit.
Death, though?
Quest Fanny brought it up.
He brought it up.
Why,
We probably
though?
shouldn't talk about snuff, so.
I mean, okay, I mean, I don't think it's around anymore, so like,
Yeah.
don't try and search it out. But
Yeah,
I'm
don't
just
look
saying,
don't look up
go to the
snuff shit,
Wayback
guys. It's
Machine
not
and
worth
like
it.
I
check
remember
it
that
out.
shit.
That's all I'm saying.
I remember that shit.
And then here's the next one. Breaking. Trudeau says Canada needs mandates to avoid further
To
restrictions.
avoid further restrictions. You need restrictions to avoid further restrictions. We need to restrict your freedom to avoid restricting your freedom further in the future.
Right.
If
So
you
it's
don't
it's like
comply
with
with this,
that. It's like with that Cato Institute quote unquote libertarian guy
Yeah.
was talking about, right? It's the lesser of two evils, right? We have to restrict you. We're going to restrict your freedom. It's just would you like
right,
us to restrict it a little less
a little
or a lot
less,
more?
a little more.
You know, you have a choice. This is the freedom. You have a choice, right? Would you like us to restrict it less or way more? The choice is yours.
A little less or way more.
Right. It's fucking ridiculous, dude. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. Like that dude really fucking pissed me off because he puts like that. That's like that reflects back on me, right? Like now I've got to answer for that shit.
Yeah,
I'm like, no,
and
fuck
you're
that
like,
dude.
look, if you want a recommendation, I'll give you one, but I ain't telling you to do shit.
Right, of course, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
That would be my
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
If you want to go to your doctor and ask your doctor if it's right
Yeah.
for you, then fucking fine, do that. Like that's it.
Or if somebody
That's
wants
as far as it needs to
wants a
go.
recommendation, for to buy a certain weapon,
Yeah,
what would you
can't
say is the
mandate that
best
if I
sword
start-
for a beginner?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You're not mandating they have to get that sword.
Right.
You're
I'm
saying,
just gonna make fun of you if you get the wrong one, but
yeah.
that's fine. That's it. Like that's
I'm
all that's
guessing
gonna
what
happen to you.
hand and a half sword's usually pretty good for a beginner.
Yeah, I would say a hand and a half sword is fucking fantastic. It's probably still my favorite.
Oh yeah.
No, I mean a katana is always good for a first sword. It's only got one edge to worry about.
Yeah, it's a slashing weapon. Can be gripped one or two
Yeah,
handed. A little
usually
bit of poking,
two-handed. It's supposed to be two-handed.
Yeah.
Like there's really nothing that teaches you to use one hand with it because there's no reason to. You don't have a shield,
Oh yeah.
so why would
Exactly.
you not use both hands?
Yeah.
Heavy sword anyway.
Yeah, it is. It's not
moving
light
on
as
to
well.
moving on to the very serious orders from Trudeau here, from the most reliable
Yeah.
name in news. This is Babylon Bee.
That's right.
This
So we'll be
is
seeing this in
just
2
a
weeks.
few weeks, ahead
Yeah.
of
Yep.
being true. Trudeau orders all geese rounded up and shot for honking in solidarity with truckers. You damn geese. Line up against the wall, you geese.
That's right. Hong Kong. Interesting. Please face wall.
That's right.
But,
Katie Z.
Katie said,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Katie Z. I threw my back out and took prescription painkiller. This stream is way funnier tonight for some reason. That's because you're blitzed out of your skull.
Right. There's no way it's us. That's all the drugs.
That is all the prescription right there.
Because we're not funny. So
No, we're not.
Yeah. So have fun with that. That sounds like a fun time.
Yeah, it does.
There we go. Might as well read a little bit of this. Ottawa. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau signed an executive order on Friday authorizing the Canadian Mounted Police to have all geese rounded up and shot for honking in solidarity with truckers. And the Freedom Convoy of truckers has been a thorn in the tyrannical Canadian government's side since January 29th. Jesus, it's barely been 10 days, but 11, 12 days. But Trudeau has had his cabinet are confident that annihilating avian support will demoralize the truckers and send them packing.
Well, I mean, dude, birds aren't even real though, so it's fine. Like they're just killing government drones.
Yep. Mounties began chasing geese on Saturday, following them around with burlap sacks and wacky oversized nets. Captured geese are blindfolded, lined up, and shot. Sometimes in mid-honk.
That's hilarious.
We now view the Canadian goose as an enemy of the state, said Trudeau in a statement over Zoom. If you see something, say something. We must end this fascist honking once and for all. Trudeau, visibly
Oh.
shaken by the honking geese, claims the attack on his tyranny has exacerbated his fake COVID diagnosis.
Oh my
I
God,
may never
dude,
be
that's
able to
fucking-
meet with the truckers face to face, and it's all because of these hateful geese, not because I'm
Yeah.
afraid, he said.
Dude, who wrote this? This person is brilliant. This is probably the best Babylon Bee article I've ever seen.
I don't think they put bylines.
Sure
No?
they do. It's right under
I'm
the
pretty sure they
headline,
do.
isn't it?
No.
Right there.
Who's that? Yeah.
I
Politics?
guess.
No,
February,
underneath politics.
February 7th, 2022, babylonbee.com.
Oh, okay. I can't really read it from here. Crazy. They don't have like a... Huh.
Well, they might not do it because the Babylon Bee is kind of hated by a lot of people, and they
I mean,
don't
that's
want
fair
their
enough.
writers
I didn't
targeted.
think so.
So their writers may be kind of a quiet who they are.
Oh, Katie said talking about mess up her back and Hapkido a few years back. Just acts up sometimes. Are you still practicing? Katie said. I wonder. Hapkido.
Moving along to the next one. A thread that you guys need to kind of explain because I didn't really peek through it too much.
Oh yeah, this is a good one.
Yeah.
So you guys know how Joe Rogan is like totally racist and an anti-vaxxer?
Homophobic, yeah, an anti-vaxxer and misinformation
Dude,
spreader.
he's
And
so full of hate. It's fucking ridiculous.
check it.
So what this thread is though, it's as we always suggest on this show and elsewhere, follow the money. Always follow the money.
Just be careful
So-
not to notice too much while you follow the money.
You just don't need to give any kind of adjectives, really. We're just following the money and pointing the finger, but we're not really going to say anything about the person that we're pointing at. So we have here, who is this? Local defense? I can't really read
Yeah.
it. It's too small. Let me see if I can blow it up here on my side. A little better. All right. So this is a professional political attack. 3 waves, one right after the other is not a coincidence. Good spacing, good timing, so it's absolutely professional. But who was it, you ask? That takes some
You
digging.
may
What?
ask.
So we have from Andrew Schultz. Who y'all think is behind this attack on Rogan? Let's scroll down if you would. So, Seawall, sir. Please and thank you. The video compilation of Rogan saying the N-word was dropped by @PatriotTakes 6 days ago. You see the video and the tweet in Pi 1, and Patriot takes credit for publishing the information in Pic 2. Or republishing? I can't even read that word. Holy shit. That they take credit is important, and you'll see why shortly. Yeah. So we have Patriot Take says, CW, multiple clips of Joe Rogan saying the N-word. This is who the right is defending. Oh my god.
It was what? I think maybe 2 uses of the word a year? Or something ridiculously small
Something
like that.
Dude, what's funny is he said it on during one of his comedy specials. Like way back, 2005, like way back, right? 15 fucking years ago. He said it but he was saying it like, I'm not allowed to say, like, he said, he was saying what was the 3 most powerful words, and it was like cunt, something, love was the other one, and then that, and he's like, see?
Oh yeah, and
It's dangerous.
I'm reading
He
this
said it, and they
official
were like,
response.
Yeah.
Again, it's
It was good.
you never apologize to the people. You either ignore them completely or you tell them to go
Yeah.
fuck themselves.
Right, yeah, you definitely can't apologize. And that's a mistake I think he made, but
Yeah.
I
And
think
he's going to
Dave
suffer
Smith
for
made
it.
a
He's
good
going to
point.
lose probably millions of viewers because of that.
I doubt it. He's too no way. I doubt it. I doubt he will. But no, Dave Smith I think made a good point on his show. I think today or yesterday. I think it was today. That we have no idea, right? Like what kind of pressure he's under. Like we don't live in his world.
Yeah.
Right, so like to not like condemn him for doing that, I don't know. I think it comes from a place of ignorance. And I think he's right about that.
Well, here's the thing:
but-
the contract they signed with Joe Rogan, the thing is, it's really hard to get a moral clause engaged.
Yeah.
And it's very rare that people even allow that when you're dealing with someone like Joe Rogan, who's a comedian.
Right.
Comedians
So again,
regularly will say, no, I'm not going to sign that if you have a moral clause in there.
Right. No. Again, I don't.
Which
I
means
don't
that
think
no,
he
Joe,
should
you,
have.
Joe,
I'm
you,
not defending his,
yeah, Joe,
I'm not defending his choice to do it. I'm just saying that I understand
yeah,
why
Joe,
he might have done it. Like there might be reasons that we don't know about that he would have done it, other than like thinking that it's gonna work. You know what I mean?
Well, the problem is some of the shit he said in there, he clearly thinks it is going to work. That no, there's this word white people cannot say ever. That is straight out of leftist talking point.
I mean, yeah, okay.
That is not a boilerplate, I am sorry apology for a corporate overlord.
Right. Well, he's not going to do one. Like he's not that kind of guy.
Yeah.
Like
so that means he did this
honest
apology
person,
of his own volition.
Yeah, well, maybe he was told, "Hey, you should probably do an apology to see if that works" by somebody else, right? Who knows? Like that's what I'm saying. We don't know.
Yeah. Look, here's the thing.
I do think he was being genuine about it. I do think that. But I don't think he needs to be condemned for it, right? I do think it's a mistake that he made.
Joe has had on canceled people before, and he's been told, "Don't apologize," multiple times.
Yeah, sure.
It doesn't help. The fact, and the thing is, because of that, motherfucker, you stepped on the landmine. I'm not going to drag your ass out of the minefield now because your leg's gone. We told you there are mines there. You didn't listen. You deserve whatever fate you get now, Joe.
Well, see, no, that's why as you're pulling him out, you give him shit. You're like, I told you, motherfucker. I fucking told. As you're dragging him out, right? It's that kind of thing. It's like, I fucking told you. I know you. Like, I understand you don't apologize to them. Of course,
he should have told them to sit and spin, and then wait for Spotify to fire him, and then they have to pay out the $100 million, which would bankrupt the company.
And he makes his own website,
or he goes to Rumble.
Or he goes to Rumble, right? Yeah. He gets another.
And he'll lose 1 million or 2 million listeners for about 2 months, and they'll come back, or he'll get new ones.
Yeah,
it's like Joe, you had options.
I agree with you on that. All I'm saying is I don't think he should be condemned. That's all. Like I agree he shouldn't have done it, but
look, Joe, you've got a massive platform. You've shown weakness, and now the left, because of you, the left is going to become even more rabid. That's why he should be condemned.
Yeah, well, I don't think he should.
That's why he should be condemned. Again. You have given them ammunition.
No, because he's not going to go anywhere. It's going to blow over.
No, but the problem is that the left goes, it will work with Joe Rogan. Now we can do it against other people.
Well, they do it against people no matter what. They always do it. Like that's the modus operandi right there.
But this reinforces them. It gives them more confidence.
I don't even think it didn't really work as well. The thing is, first of all, as usual, they don't take the apology. They don't accept the apology.
Yeah, I know they don't accept the apology, but the thing is, you got to tell them to sit and spin.
I get that, yeah.
And eventually they'll just tire themselves out because eventually companies realize, wait, no one cares. But if you apologize, companies go, oh, we better apologize. But if guys like Joe Rogan said, no, go fuck yourself, stop taking my shit out of context, and then never talk about it again, he'd be in a better position.
I agree with that. Right,
by a mile.
I still don't think he should be condemned. I think that, he made a mistake, like I said.
No, he was an idiot.
He made a mistake,
and there are consequences for these actions. I'm not going to help save him. If he gets buried, from this,
he won't. He's too big. He can't be canceled. He can't be
and they say they said the East India Trading Company could never fail.
Well, I mean,
there's no such thing as too big to fail, John. That's like saying you're too fat to die.
Too big to be canceled.
Yeah. Oh, he could be canceled easily.
People too much money.
Yep. He's making for now, but the problem is if he starts losing audience, they're going to cancel him.
Okay, yeah, then he's going to be old. He's an older guy. He's done making money. He's just making extra money at this point. Like he's got fuck you money and fuck you money and beyond fuck you money. Like he's not going to suffer.
Quest saying he's probably going to become their bitch now. He's probably going to become a leftist fucking puppet. Given time.
See, I don't agree with that. I don't think he will. We'll see. And we can speculate all we want. We'll see. But I don't think so. But hang on. So we did go through this though.
Yeah.
So we talked about Patriot takes, right?
Yeah.
And as you can see in their bio, he says Patriot takes his partner was Mijjt touch. And this is where it gets interesting. Who is Midas Touch, right? Midas Touch is a professional political organization. In fact, they're a Democrat super PAC. So they're connected to a Democrat super PAC that is run by three brothers, right? Keep going down. Yeah, so he partnered with. It's just giving receipts.
Yeah.
So Ben, Brett, and Jordan Messus, whatever. Unimportant. All of them have worked in media and have expertise in understanding and manipulating.
They're
The most important thing
propagandists.
for us, right? The most important thing for us is that Brett was a social media manager for Ellen DeGeneres and is an expert editor, which matters because behind Midas Touch, how three brothers slam Donald Trump daily with razor sharp viral videos, right? And we have all this highlighted text I can't really read from here.
Ben 35 is a litigator and civil rights attorney who represented exiled NFL quarterback Colin Kaepernick. No, fired NFL quarterback Colin Kaepernick because he was a shit quarterback.
Yeah,
he was good for a couple of seasons, but the problem is once they figured him out, he was a one-trick pony that never learned a new trick.
Yeah.
And that's why, and the thing is, look, the NFL said, sure, we'll give you a shot. Just can you be here at this day and time, at this location? And he said, no, you'll be at this location at this day and time. And they said, okay, fine, we'll send a guy.
He got too big for his britches. He thought he was more famous than he really was.
Yeah, and look, he's got some decent money now, but the problem is, he's going to just fade into obscurity.
Yeah, absolutely. He's gone.
Yeah, he's gone. He's fading into obscurity. He's poisoned his own well.
The point of this, though, it goes back to who is being funded by whom.
Yeah.
So we have these guys who are expert media manipulators.
Then we go to a super PAC is may raise unlimited sums of money, blah 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 blah. Yeah. We know what that. We generally know what that is.
Yeah.
Most of the rest of that is to recap. The super PAC can collect as much cash. Why are they doing this? Past week, republished and brought nations dozens of recorded instances of Joe Rogan use the N-word. To black people is Planet of the Apes. What?
Yeah, Joe Rogan used to have a joke about Planet of the Apes and like black people. I don't remember exactly. I'm not gonna try and recreate it because I don't remember exactly what it was.
I wouldn't be surprised if that was inspired by black comedians, but from a black comedian.
It was. Yeah, it was, and he was hilarious. It was a great bit.
Yeah.
I would recommend going and look for it because
that's their response. Is bragging to their millions of viewers how they made the video. They brag about their clout. The one guy the leftists can't cancel. If a group can cancel Rogan, it would be a massive show of power. They've definitely wounded Rogan severely, and I think unless he very quickly rights the ship, he's going to be in some serious trouble because they're going to start putting handles on him. No, they're going to he's fried his own brain cells. He's better at noticing shit than most. He's a better bullshit detector than most.
Oh, that's definitely true. I'll give you that. Yeah. But, dude, he's definitely a smart guy. He's not stupid.
Yeah, well, he's not an idiot, but I don't think he's a genius either.
No, I didn't say he was a genius. I just said he was a smart guy. Yeah. That's all.
So,
he's a smart guy. And he's been in the public light for, decades.
Yeah. Well, he started as a USC fighter. I know it was MMA of some sort.
No, he wasn't UFC. He was Taekwondo. So ISKA.
Well, he was MMA, mixed martial arts.
No, he was MMA. He does do MMA, but he was he's a commentator for the UFC.
Because I know he went commentator at some point. He was fighter then commentator, which is a pretty uncommon transition.
But he was not an MMA fighter.
Yeah.
He practices
does
it now,
but not as a
he doesn't fight. Yeah.
So
he never fought in the UFC or anything.
Yeah. So it's we've kind of gone.
So essentially, what's being said here, and you guys can look for yourselves if you want. What's being said here is that Patriot takes the people who published that or republished that compilation video of Joe Rogan saying the N-word. Funded by a Democrat super PAC, so it is in fact a political smear job. How much
money do you think they spent to get all those clips?
Dude, that's what interns are for.
Well, no, you still have no. The thing is, they still got paid something in that.
Maybe.
And the thing is, how many hundreds upon hundreds of hours has Joe Rogan recorded over the years?
Right, and you got to find all the instances.
Yeah.
Well, and that's just podcasts. Like I said, he said it during like stand-up specials and stuff.
Yes, you got to find it on not just on his podcast. You got to find it on every.
Well, no, they only posted the times he did on the podcast,
Okay,
which
yeah.
is really funny.
Well,
They
what
didn't
they may
even
have
bother to look.
done is I do know that sometimes that maybe there's subtitles. Maybe they use like a subtitle scanner to find them.
Oh, that could be the case. Yeah, that could
Yeah.
be. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fair.
So yeah. So
Anyway,
moving
we
along.
can move on from this, but I just thought it was just important to bring up. I mean, yeah, like a lot of other people have that are way obviously bigger than us,
Mhm.
but I could not address it
I
because
couldn't care less about Joe Rogan. He apologized. I no longer consider him on the team or a friend or
see,
an ally.
I disagree, and I don't know about a team. I think he was doing way more good than not, so I am happy with
Look,
him
he's got to
there.
step
Like,
carefully in the next several
I think
days.
that's using leftist tactics. It's Puritan.
Well, no,
It's
what I mean
Puritanism.
is if he starts cucking, if we start
You
noticing him
fucked up
softening his
once, and
tone,
you're cut
only
him loose.
bringing on
You know what I mean?
certain acceptable people onto his podcast, then we know he's done. That they've
I
gotten
don't.
handlers
If
on
he
him.
does that,
Yeah.
sure, but I don't think he will do that. I think you're cutting him loose way too soon, and like I said, I think
He's
that's
given
leftist.
ground. You
That's
never give
Puritan.
ground to these people. They always
Right,
find a way
like
to
I
give
said,
more of
he
it.
made a mistake. Yes,
Yeah.
I said again.
And I think it might
admit
be
he
an
made a mistake.
unrecoverable mistake.
I don't think so. But we'll see. There's only one way to find out, so
Yeah,
we'll
so it's
for
gonna take
sure.
time
So
to
we'll
find
see.
out.
Yeah.
But and more kind of lol fun news: removing trucks could be almost impossible, say heavy towing experts. And Midget, you
Yeah,
said there was some
I
pretty
love
solid
this
cope and seethe in this one.
heavy towing experts. Is
I think we
Midget
lost
still with
Midget.
us? It's been a while since we heard from him. So
Yeah.
what the
Guess
fuck?
it's just us. So
Interesting.
yep,
He says
CDC
he's
counted.
still.
Yep, CDC counted 40 trucks on Kent Street, 109 on Wellington Street Friday, with dozens more on other streets spread around downtown core. Then on Saturday, Ottawa police said 500 heavy trucks were in the so-called red zone. Has been parked just a couple of blocks away from Parliament Hill since last weekend, but he is not worried about being towed. If you know anything about trucks and their air brakes, once you pull that button, all 18 wheels are locked. Nothing can move
Yeah.
except maybe a big wrecker, and no wrecker worth his salt is going to come anywhere near this because they're on our
Right.
side. Oh, I'm hearing
Right,
something
of
from Midget, but
course.
he's really quiet.
Oh, he's super quiet, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, and apparently city
His
struggles to
lifeless
find
body
willing
is
towing
being brought back
companies.
to life.
CBC spoke to multiple towing companies across Ottawa, and while many weren't willing to be interviewed, several sources told CBC that the companies contracted by the city were refusing to tow trucks involved with the demonstration. The city would not conform or deny this, saying that only that its bylaws department uses several contracted services to assist with towing
Right.
vehicles throughout the city.
Private companies that are like, nah, bro, I'm here. Like, all my trucks are at the thing. They're not towing you. They're not towing for you. Like, they're all at the thing. Like, what are you talking about?
On Sunday, the city declared a state of emergency, which, among other things, will make procedures more flexible, according to the city. Well, here's the thing. The only way you are going to remove these truckers, you're going to need a lot of guys with guns.
Well, that is
to
interesting. So let me ask
forcibly-
this.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
To forcibly
Guys with guns
arrest,
forcibly
clear the
removed.
entire street,
Right.
quarantine the street, then bring in other drivers to then move the
Right.
big rigs.
Yeah,
And
scabs.
as well as a
but-
fleet of mechanics to try to undo any sabotage that has been done to prevent their movement. For example, apparently
Right.
there's something you can pull from the air brake system that is
Regular
really hard to
pin?
detect that locks
Yeah.
it completely.
Yeah.
And there's
But no, my thought was like, think about this. Have you ever seen in all your years of driving around? Have you ever seen a semi truck being towed?
a few times
Like,
here and
even
there on the
without
highways.
trailer?
Yeah.
On the highways, you seen that?
Yeah, I've seen them. Well, I've seen them towing one. I've seen them towing like 5 semis behind one semi.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
fair enough then. I've
yeah.
never seen that,
Yeah,
so I would have
but
no
it's
idea.
a very rare
Okay.
sight. I've only seen it a handful of times in my life, and I would just like to note, I've literally done the California to Texas drive 3 or 4 times in my life, and then the
Jesus.
Texas to Idaho drive twice.
Holy shit.
Once there, once back.
Right.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, again, it's just because family moved from California to Texas, and we had to drive the cars.
Of course. Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah. Yep. What was it? Yeah. The heavy duty towing experts say it will be difficult. Yeah. Yep. CBC counted 40 trucks. Yeah. So a lot of trucks. Yep, so.
Dude, a lot of trucks.
Yeah.
Remember when it was just like, oh, it's a handful of trucks, but like
this
the media
this
is
a
making
noticeable percentage of the trucking industry in Canada by this point.
Right.
This has
Well,
to
no,
be.
but I mean, it's so funny when like the leftists don't trust the media when it's something against their narrative, and they're like, the media is just making it look like there's a lot of trucks, but there's
No, it's a
really
lot of
not.
trucks. You
No,
can
it was
hear
like
the
70
honking.
kilometers. It was always at like 40 miles or some shit. I don't fucking know how to read commie, but like it was a long ass fucking line.
Yeah.
And it was like, okay, yeah, they're not all semi trucks. So fact check, like partially false or whatever the fuck. Or mostly false, actually. It'd be mostly false because they're not all truckers, right? But
yeah,
like,
there's also a bunch of other working class people. I mean, there's construction guys that are down there.
But also, how many do you think are like, I'm a trucker, but I'm just taking my personal vehicle
Yeah, exactly.
down? Yeah, like there's that guarantee that's the case a few times.
Not only that, but the thing is, if these truckers start getting mass arrested, even the non-independent truck operators in Canada, the ones that are a company vehicle, they're going to start calling in sick.
Yeah.
It's going to be a sick out. They will bring that country to a halt. They will let the cities starve to prove a point of, you do not arrest my fellow trucker. You leave them the hell alone. And if they say to do something, if they tell you to jump, you ask how high. That's basically what truckers think at this point.
Is Mijjt having a stroke?
No, I'm here.
Oh, you're back.
Oh,
so.
You put the 1 in the chat. So I was like, oh, is that like, are you having a stroke or the cat walking? I don't know, man. I gotta work.
Here we go.
Hear from you for like half an hour, and all of a sudden you type this long ass string of numbers.
Yeah, well, that's the cats.
From Quest. In summer of 2020 in NYC, we dealt with firecrackers going off most of the night, every night for 3 months. I don't think those were just firecrackers, man. I don't think those were just firecrackers. People calling the noise in Ottawa racist, etc., can drink a nice glass of shut the fuck up.
They can definitely suck it down slowly.
Yeah.
You sure can.
Yeah, it's pretty disheartening.
Yeah.
Afraid the honking shall continue.
Until freedom improves.
Yeah, well, it seems freedom's not.
I really hope the honking continues
fast
and
enough.
further. After they get their goals, they keep fucking going.
Well, yeah, what they should say next is, the Liberal Party should be permanently barred from having power in Canada will be the next thing.
I doubt that would be the case, but I mean, yeah.
Oh, they've fucked that country so much in recent years.
No, I agree with you. I'm saying I'm not sure if they would.
Yeah.
They're Canadians still. You have to remember that.
They're deeply confused.
They might be acting like they're Americans,
well, maybe the truckers go, you know what? We're better off under the American yoke. America, annex us and make us subjects, please.
Oh, we have to. Oh my God!
Not citizens, subjects.
My fellow countrymen.
No, they'll be American subjects. They won't be our countrymen.
Do you know what you're really asking?
Yeah, you're asking me to accept Canadians like living in my neighborhood. Are you kidding me? No, get them out. Oh God.
Statistically speaking, there probably is a Canadian in your neighborhood.
What?
Statistically speaking, there probably is a Canadian in your neighborhood somewhere.
There's probably at least one. That's probably true.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't live up north, though. I live in Florida, so if there is a Canadian here, it's probably retired.
Yeah.
But even then, I don't know. You might want to get the Canadian pension. It's probably better than American pensions. I don't know.
Well, America, we went from pensions, which are retarded, to 401ks, which make a lot more sense.
Can't believe you're even entertaining the idea.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Well, they have natural resources that are very useful to us.
But we have people who are completely useless to us. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, we can send them to
I use the
Venezuela.
word people lightly, obviously.
Well, we can send them to Venezuela. We'll trade them for the few based Venezuelans we actually like.
Fair.
What?
Fair. I'm down.
Yeah.
All right.
So
Yeah, we use them to trade with other countries for like based people.
yeah.
Well, sounds excellent.
Yeah. Well, who wants one of them with them anyway? Who's gonna trade us
UK.
based citizens in
The
return
UK
for
has some
Canadians?
base people that we can pull out. We can save with like I don't know, like 50,000 Canadians. We can get like 4 of the UK based people. I think that's a fair trade.
Yeah.
Probably.
Gotta get Dankil and his family out.
Right, we gotta get Dank. We gotta get Korogan
Yeah,
of Benjikod.
that's all right.
I think
And his
it's,
crew.
yeah, and his crew. Yeah, his crew's pretty based. Although I'm not a big fan of watching their like when he's not on the Lotus Eaters.
I actually find that they're sometimes better than with him on it. Some of them are a
He
little more
is
thoughtful
kinda.
or
like
better
like
speakers.
Callum's all right, but like the other guys, I'm just like, why do I care what you say? I don't
It's
know.
an older name, but Teal Deer we should probably get out of the UK as
Teal
well.
Deer,
Teal
dude.
Deer?
Now that's a name I've not heard
In a
in
long
long
time, yeah.
That's right.
I got to get my old buddy Blippity
Teal.
Blop and him and his new family out.
Yeah, true.
Got to get him the hell out of there. So, I think him and his family's worth $1 million Canadians. Easily.
Yeah, I just wonder if the UK would think so. See, that's what I'm saying. You could have all the Canadians in the world, and if nobody else wants them, in exchange return for anything, except maybe a hot fart, then you're kind of
you're assuming that we're letting those other nations have a choice.
You're
accepting
left
the deal or
holding
not.
the bag.
They will accept the deal, or we send their currency tumbling by saying we will no longer allow U.S. dollars be traded for this currency. Because everyone backs their currency with U.S. dollars. We have the ultimate I win card.
Yeah, well then no one can buy oil and you lose anyway.
Yeah.
So they have a choice. Either lose the ability to trade entirely or accept a few million Canadians.
No, either crash the U.S. dollar... Either
crash the world
US
economy
dollar?
or accept a few
I'd
Canadians.
rather crash the U.S. dollar than accept Canadians, dude.
No, we're talking about the British.
No, I'm just telling you
whatever, dude. Whatever,
Well, moving on. This is kind of funny, but also kind of interesting that a lot of nations are starting to go hard after China.
They're concerned. Yeah, the U.S. and Canada and 20 other countries are concerned about freedom of speech in Hong Kong. They're concerned about it. They're scratching their chins. They're fucking wagging their chins.
It's one of the first steps in them cutting the Chinese out of the world economy and out of world talk.
You're fixating on the wrong aspect of this, Seawall.
They seem to give a fuck about freedom of speech. Which they don't.
Well, yeah, they don't give a fuck about it, but they're going to use it as a bludgeon against the Chinese.
Right, of course.
Yeah. Because
they can be like, they can sniff their own farts and be like, we're fucking better than you because like we offer our citizens free speech when really they fucking don't. Like fucking pieces of shit.
Because our citizens think, two contradicting ideas at the same time.
Quest, if the supremacy dollar is ending fast, what replaces it? What replaces the supremacy of the dollar? Because I don't see any alternatives to it.
Depends on who you ask, right?
Yeah, Bitcoin's a meme. Bitcoin's a meme. It will never actually get anything.
It was a joke.
Cigarettes? Ammunition?
No, it's not just cigarettes. So hang on. It's not just cigarettes. Like physical, commodities are always going to hold their value.
Yeah.
They'll always hold their value, but the problem is without a commonly accepted wealth transfer.
What do you want? Why are you fixated on currency, Seawall? What is it about you that you just need the state? You need the state. You just need it.
Because the world has so specialized their economies, there is no easy way to disconnect them. I don't like it, and I would advise.
You also don't have to disconnect them.
But what do
No,
they? But
it's not,
what is their What is their carrier of value between them?
whatever
The
they want.
commodity fucking ship.
Yeah. Like whatever, yeah, whatever the two parties that are trading agree to. Like
Yeah,
the
I
thing about the
agree.
countries
You mean the
is the
barter
wrong way to
system,
look
which
about it.
died what in
Hang
the
on, no.
Stone Age?
Looking at it like countries is the wrong way to look about it. When you're talking about free trade, we're talking about corporation to corporation, from one country to another, corporations, right? So you're talking about this corporation agrees that they will give this X corporation agrees that they'll give Y corporation X amount of whatever,
Yeah,
and
widgets.
in
Shit.
exchange, Y corporation agrees. It doesn't matter where they are.
But what
You
if
can make
X
that agreement no
corporation
matter what.
wants product Z, but company Y only makes product Y?
Then they won't do
Then
business
you.
with them. They'll do
That's
business
right.
with someone who does make product Y.
Then company Z that produces product Z wants something from company A. You see where why the barter system is only used at an
It doesn't
exceptionally
fail.
low
No,
level.
we still have the barter system. The only thing is
Only
we have the
used at an exceptionally low level. It is
no.
not
Hang on,
capable of handling mass
everything.
transit.
Hang on. Even using modern currency, everything is the barter system. The
It's
only
a
difference
carrier
is
of value.
hang on. The dollar is only a storage of value,
That's
right?
right.
The dollar is used so that you don't have to cut the chicken in half. That's the whole point of it, right? And so that you
It's
don't have to
also something
carry
that
12
everyone
chickens with you in order to
accepts.
exchange something,
So the person who
right?
makes the
Uses value is
rugs
stored. Hang on.
can
The
accept the
value is
seashells, so he doesn't have to find 5 other people to trade with each other so he can get the eggs he wants, because the guy who has the eggs doesn't want a carpet.
okay. So again, the dollar is only used like as a storage of, it's a proof. I should say a
It's a
proof of
storage of
value,
wealth.
a proof
Right.
of I have these things to give, but here's my proof of it, and it's just an exchange of that.
It's a
It's just an
promissory
extra
note.
step of the barter system, but it is the exact same thing. It's a proof of value, and I will give you this value for that thing. It is still the barter system.
The
It's
problem with
just
the yuan is the Chinese government's the one behind it, and they have hardcore devalued that currency to keep competitive, meaning that no nation trusts it. There's a reason why there is no world trade in yuan and why it's only used in China.
Because dealing with China and the Chinese government is suicidally retarded.
Exactly.
And you
No
would
nation
do it
accepts
only
it.
if
They
you're.
all require Chinese companies to operate in USD or local currency.
So
well,
we've been
is
stuck on this way
Yeah.
too long.
So
yeah, that's true.
moving on.
Especially
You
talking about
guys,
boring shit like
yeah,
fucking
fucking
economics, dude.
retarded.
Economics
But
is so
here's something
goddamn
kind of
boring.
fun. Rachel Maddow's on hiatus. Colbert is doing reruns. How are we going to get through this week?
Right?
And
Well, like,
our boy Jay here.
gleefully. Fucking brilliant. Why did we not like? Can you give that a like real quick? Because that deserves a like
and retweet.
and a retweet. Oh shit, Ed! Look at you moving up in the world, getting an official the Porch Boys retweet.
Yeah.
Hell yeah! On the air at that.
He's a
Yeah.
celebrity now.
He's a
Yeah,
niche micro
dude.
celebrity.
He got the Porch Boys bump
That's
because we
right.
matter. People know who we are.
Literally who?
Right. Every time you ask them, "Hey, do you like the Porch Boys?" They're like, "Who?" And so yeah, they know who we are, right?
Exactly. But scooting along to the next one. This one's kind of fun from DHS.
All right. BRB, but I will be back to talk about this.
One,
So BRB.
the proliferation of false or misleading narratives which sow discord or undermine public trust in U.S. government institutions. Motherfucker, you guys are guilty of that yourselves.
Let's see. Conducted by lone offenders and small groups acting in furtherance of ideological beliefs and personal grievances pose an ongoing threat to the nation. Such as the proliferation of false or misleading narratives, which disagree with the prevailing accepted narrative and coercively enforced narrative. You wouldn't want to sow discord in our concordant democracy. You wouldn't want to undermine public trust in the vaunted U.S. government institutions. You know, the ones that everybody likes and has everyone's best interest in mind at all times.
It's totally not, lying. Totally not lying or, chicken with their head cut off. Thus leading to themselves proliferating false or misleading narratives.
Come on now, that's impossible. These people are
it's not like
infallible.
Dr. Fauci changed his mind, I think, in the same interview on things.
That sounds like
times.
Russian propaganda, Seawall.
Yeah. Those Russian deep fakes, man, that got onto MSNBC. They must have hacked the MSNBC stream and modified his statements.
You know it. They were hacking that shit.
Yep.
Putin.
Hacking it in real time.
Yep. And real-time deep faking it.
Oh, dude, that is coming, though, in the next probably 10 or 15 years.
It's already here to an extent.
Pretty soon you won't be able
it'll be
to
much
trust.
more widely available, I would say. Maybe less than that.
Won't be able to trust video sources.
Well, the thing is, there will be techniques to detect it. It'll become require more and more advanced equipment or
metadata. You'll always be able to tell from metadata.
Well, the thing is, you can even fake that, but they could just make it look like it came off. It's raw off the camera.
That's weird.
Well, yeah, there are ways to modify metadata. It's not permanent. It's just ones and zeros like everything else.
So real quick, if I can cut in, Katie Z has a really good comment there in the chat. She says, "The worst show I've ever heard of." Ah, but you have heard of them.
That's right.
I like it. Katie Z, if you would please do me a personal favor and make that a meme of the Porch. Like, we need a Porch Bois meme. That would be awesome. Do you it's the worst show I've ever heard of. Ah, but you have heard of us.
But you have heard of it.
Yeah,
That's
John's
right.
the one saying that. I'm in the background putting out a fucking fire. Midget's just smoking, depressed.
Yeah. He's doing the fucking he's the one kid from the goth kid from South Park that's just sitting there like smoking a cigarette, and dancing. He's just,
bobbing your head.
And again, I'm putting out fucking fires left and right.
Right, you're putting out the fires, and I'm saying shit.
And I just have that look in my eye like, one fucking day, John, one fucking day. When you're not looking, pow, back of the head.
How can we tell that? How can we tell that look apart from the regular everyday look that we see every day?
Right.
It kind of seems like you operate in that mode.
Well, sometimes he's got, as I can see here, he sometimes has sunglasses on. Sometimes he does not.
So you can't see his desire to end you.
Well, remember
That's right.
the on-show avatar is
Katie
is the
said,
cowboy
whenever you get
hat.
around to it. Yeah. I'm not saying it has to be right this second. It's whenever you get around to it. That would be fucking awesome.
The sunglasses
Max
is
says
just
Katie
me
Zed's
in
getting
Discord.
commissioned.
And the sunglasses
well,
meme. And that sunglasses meme that comes from another server. It was just I think one of the guys got really high one night and they said, "Everyone, put your glasses on." So I put my glasses on.
Right. Fair enough.
Indeed.
Yep. I had a request, and I fulfilled the request.
Right, but yeah, Led to the Max was saying Katie Zed's getting commissioned. Yeah, we do need Katie. We do need a show meme smith.
Do we?
So
does
I
the
can
show
kind of
even
do
have...
it, but I'm busy with other things.
Does this show even have memes?
We have some memes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
wood
know
chipper.
You're too fucked up right now, but I'm saying you'll be fine
time to get the
tomorrow.
wood chipper, and it's just basically us standing around a wood chipper, and then we have like a cutout of the diddler of the day.
We've got there was one that we had for a little while. I think we stopped using it though. What was it? The you don't kill the part that is cringe, you kill the part that cringes. That's been a meme for our show for a little while.
Yep.
Yeah. That's not ours though.
No, we didn't make it up, but we adopted it. We appropriated it into our culture.
Well, that's what meme culture is, just appropriating other memes.
Right. Exactly. Well, we can.
Was there something in particular you wanted to talk about with regards to this story here, John?
It's just standard end of empire stuff. Anyone who isn't 100% pro-government is clearly the
Right.
enemy stuff. This is just the standard moves they make before they
Well, that's
collapse.
the thing is that's not even the first time they've done this, though.
Yeah.
Right, so they say, okay, proliferation of false or misleading narratives which sow discord and undermine public trust in U.S. government institutions, right? 'Cause that, that's that's not freedom.
Yeah.
That's not freedom of speech. That's terrorism. Can't do that. Um,
For
so
real.
there's that, and then there's also the time where I think it was just after January 6th. I think it was just like days after where whatever the fucking what the fuck's his face guy top dude was
Yeah, I know
like
him.
he was like he added libertarians into potential terrorist threats and shit.
Yep.
Oh,
So
you
I mean
talking about
yeah, I can't remember who it
Garland?
was.
Yeah.
Talking
One
about
of the
Merrick Garland.
one of the bureaucrats. Not
Fuck those
realizing that the
cunts.
vast majority of libertarians are just leave me the fuck alone with my weed plants, bro.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly right. The whole old
Hell, they will
adage of,
pay
like,
they will pay the taxes. They'll just bitch about them. Most libertarians are fucking
yeah,
tax
they will,
cucks.
but it's fucking retarded.
They're just
That's what I
one.
was saying.
The 99% of libertarians are just I just want weed, bro. They are literal one issue guys.
It was so funny though. Yeah, that there are some one issue.
Well, I
quote,
mean,
unquote,
one
libertarians.
issue and a lot follows from it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you have to like as long as you remain consistent, you have to go from that one issue to a lot of other issues.
Right. So a lot follows from it if you're doing it
Yeah, but it
right.
was really funny because I for funsies one time I think it was Nikki Fried or Fried, I'm not sure how to say her name,
Yeah.
but she's running for governor of Florida against Ron DeSantis as a
Yeah.
Democrat, and she's talking about like her main thing is she's like I'm gonna legalize marijuana. So like for fun, I wanted to see if I would get any bait. So I went up and I was like, oh, and have marijuana taxed so that the price skyrockets? No thanks. Like that. I was like, no thanks. And no one responded at all. Like nobody had anything to say. Usually I can catch one or two, people who are like, oh, I want to, get in on this and, tell you what for. Nobody had anything to say about that. And I was like, yeah, I mean, it's true. Like the only people who fear like legalization are people who are selling it illegally and people who don't want to pay exorbitant prices.
Yeah, what was it? California legalized weed, but but being California, they fucked the taxes so much that the weed sellers are still in business.
Right.
Because they're selling
exactly.
for less.
I mean, so there's a difference, right? So you can get, I forget what the prices are like in California and stuff because I've never lived there, but I mean, around me right now, you can get 7 grams for less than $10 per gram, which back in the day, in about 2008 or so,
Good prices.
you can get one of those grams for $20.
Mm-hmm.
That used to be the same quality. Used to be $20 per gram. Now it's less than 10.
Yep.
And the reason is because it's been legalized in a lot of other places, Florida. But so that means that they're being trafficked into Florida, and the people who are selling it are selling it for a lot. Then they don't have the overhead, right? They don't have to pay for a building. They don't have to pay for electricity and air conditioning. They don't have to pay for staff. They don't have to pay
taxes.
for taxes. The taxes especially. They don't have to pay for anything. So like it's way better to get it from the black market even now than it is to get it legally.
I would be surprised if something like happening in Colorado.
Oh, I guaranteed. Yeah. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. So, like, now I'm kind of like, okay, well, maybe I'm against legalization now, just because of the price
I'm in the legalization
difference.
position of, look, legalize it and put the standard, 5% tax and move on with your day.
No, dude, it's taxed more than cigarettes, man. It's ridiculous.
Look, tax it I say, look, tax it at cigarettes or alcohol level and then call it a fucking day.
Jesus.
That's even a lot, dude.
That's a lot. Yeah, that's too much.
I personally prefer that those things are just, not specially taxed because they're bad for you, but just basically, look, technically a luxury item, so maybe an extra 2% over a value-added tax for everything else.
Fuck off.
Maybe. Otherwise, just treat it as any other
commodity.
You and
your fucking taxes. I don't know why you need something like this.
Taxation is theft, Seawall. Doesn't matter how much or how little it is. it's all theft.
Whatever, man.
Let's move on.
Moving on to something wholesome.
Oh yeah.
We're on to videos now.
Are
He's
we?
riding his bike? Riding his bike. Oh,
He crashed his bike.
poor
Aw.
guy. Hey, do you think he's living that meme where he puts the bicycle pump into the front spokes?
Well, the stick, the stick into the
do you
spoke.
think do you think that's the dream he's having?
And he's like, "Oh, fucking Democrats."
Fucking
So
He's like, "Oh." It's so dramatic.
adorable. He's very
He crashed
floofy too. I'm imagining probably not quite
That's a
adult
fluffy-
cat, but still not a kitten. Juvenile
That's
cat.
a fluffy cat for
Yeah.
sure. I don't know, dude. I can't get close to cats. I'm already feeling allergies
Well,
just
moving
from
on
looking at
then.
that cat. Oh my god.
So this guy.
Oh, this is brilliant. Look at this fucking guy.
I don't even think he got tapped. I think he just
He's pretending.
They're like, oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
vehicle wasn't
like, the
moving with
dude
nearly
stopped
enough
and
force.
he had to
Oh, he
keep
also
going
looked up
into
to
it.
see if other people were looking.
Yeah, he's like,
Oh, you know what?
The one eye open, like, huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
Let him
Like,
let him
come
stay
on,
there,
dude.
I guess. He's just gonna stay in the road.
Yeah, forever.
Oh no, you
He's
mean the
pretending.
truck the
Like,
car can't go
everyone's got
anywhere?
cameras out, so of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, he's got a. Oh no, I got hit by a Trump supporter in Canada.
He's pretending.
Yeah.
He's pretending. Fucking great for calling him out. Oh my god.
Moving on.
Fucking retarded, yo.
Mm.
Aw. Republican, liberal, uncomfortable. Aww.
But protests are supposed to make you uncomfortable.
$3,000 a month apartment. Aww.
Just keep
I'm
going.
sorry.
Look at all
Is your
these.
life uncomfortable?
Yeah, dude, there's only a
Are you being made to feel pain?
Guys, they aren't burning your town down. They are just being annoying.
Right.
Well, there was a great meme. I don't care that you boo. I know what makes you cheer.
Yes.
Or sorry, your boos mean nothing to me. I know what makes you cheer.
Well, it's like what
Yeah.
AOC said,
Yeah,
right? Protests are supposed to make people uncomfortable.
exactly. She just never thought
Yeah.
they'd be used against her.
No, of course not, because those are no. Those are not acceptable, legitimate discourse. Okay,
That's right.
right? These are not legitimate, acceptable discourse. Okay, only burning down Wendy's is an acceptable, legitimate discourse.
Yes, doing property damage, possibly getting people killed.
Right.
Destruction of property which is not protected at all.
Yep.
Well, destruction of other people's property. If you want to destroy your own property, that's your own damn business.
Yes, every insurance you go.
Insurance for that.
Even though the vast majority of insurance, I think, worldwide doesn't cover riots.
No, it doesn't.
I've heard
It's
claims that,
so
the UK
it's
insurance
the dumbest-
companies cover
Well, that's
it.
why they dropped it after a while. They did it
Yeah.
for like a couple of weeks and they dropped it.
Yeah,
They dropped that argument completely. You don't see
exactly.
that in their little
Well,
database
also, there was
anymore.
about $2 billion in payouts from insurance. That's a fraction of the damage.
Right.
Guaranteed. Those cities are never recovering.
No, and
Some of them,
good.
yeah.
It's a fucking
Yeah.
good thing too.
Yep,
Here's why it's a good thing. Yeah.
exactly. They destroyed themselves. What was it? Remember that little video? It's full-blown AIDS down here. No, we're just attacking ourselves. It's full-blown AIDS down here. I love that one. So, Matt Smith.
Fucking A.
This is a Tesla, apparently.
Yeah. He's like, I can't get in my car.
And asking if Elon Musk can add an option with the app. No, that will make these things less secure than they already are.
That's definitely true. But like, he's like, oh, it's too cold. Oh my god, I can't get into my $100,000 car. Like, get over yourself,
Motherfucker, get
dude.
some boiling water if you're desperate.
Tell me
Takes
you're
10
white without
minutes.
telling me you're white. Like,
Yeah.
Right. Oh my god. He's like, oh, I can't get in.
Derek.
Fat wolf.
Also,
Fucking nerd,
this
yeah.
goat, this goat's living the dream, man.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Huh.
Take it to the head. Take it to the head. Oh,
I don't know what he's smoking, but damn.
Yeah, dude. He's got some good shit, man. Look at him.
I'm
He's like, oh,
cheaping.
fuck.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah, look at him choke. Like,
Yeah.
When I was up in
Legit, he's
Boise,
choking
Idaho,
his
when I was
shit.
dealing with some like pretty serious frost on my and ice on my windshield of my car, do you know what I did?
What?
I took the scraper I had in the back of my car that I bought expecting this day to come and went, well, scrape, 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 scrape.
Like,
45 seconds later, oh, it's all clear now.
what a story, Seawall.
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like, fuck,
Great
guys,
story.
it doesn't take that
Great
much to prep
story.
for this.
Compelling and rich.
See, right. I feel like I was there. The characters are just.
Oh, boy, this one. This
So dynamic.
fucking guy.
See, here's the common misconception is not one Canadian in this entire fucking country has lost a freedom. You've lost privileges, and you've lost privileges because you had the freedom to make a choice. You chose not to get a vaccine. Now you deal with consequences. Y'all can't keep up. Pull up a fucking dictionary. You know what?
Yeah.
Not one Canadian has lost a freedom. I can go walk in the woods. I can pick up sticks. I can throw rocks in a lake if I want. But I have privileges now because I got a vaccine. And that privileges entitle me to have a job, go shopping, jump on a fucking airplane and go to a different country. See, you all keep getting this shit
technically
confused.
going to a different country
And
is a
Canada
privilege,
and
but
99% of us
that's like the
didn't ask
one
for a
you
bunch
might
of
be right
fucking
about.
No, it's
wannabe
not.
heroes
It's
with
right,
GEDs
actually,
and class
Al.
ones to
No,
fight
it's
for our
not.
goddamn.
Well, okay, no, hold on.
Countries are not legitimate, first of all, and secondly, no, the freedom to travel is what he's talking about, and that
freedom to travel
is a
within the
fundamental
sovereign
human
nation
right.
that you're a citizen of, sure.
Well, it's okay. Hang on, because like the whole idea of citizenship and nation, not nation, but country. Nation is legitimate, country is not. Because of course, like we're talking about like sovereignty over land and over people, and people are their own sovereigns. So no, traveling between one country and another is actually a right. It's just like stripped from you unless you get permission, which is easily attained for most countries. So fair enough, but no, I mean the actual right to travel is unimpeded as a real
Quest
right.
Fanning saying he could pick up an entire bundle of sticks.
Oh my god, he can grab my bundle of sticks, this motherfucker,
freedoms.
dude.
So if
Get the
anyone in the
fuck outta
comments
here with
would
this
like
shit.
to write a
Fucking
freedom
not
that they
know
lost,
what anything
I'd love
is.
to read it so I could laugh at the absolute epic bullshit you're.
Yep.
Yeah, please.
Wait,
Yeah, laugh at the epic bullshit.
You have a right not to a job, but a right to perform labor.
Right,
With
you have a
someone
right
who
to exchange your labor for whatever
you want.
Yeah.
For whatever you want.
And someone else has a right to hire you to perform that labor in whatever way that you.
Yeah,
The government is involved.
Having a job is not a
intervention.
privilege.
That is not a right.
Having a job is an agreement between two parties.
Consenting parties.
Two consenting parties, yeah.
Right. Government need not be involved.
Yeah.
Like at all. In fact, the less involved they are, the better those agreements usually go. Usually, right? Of course, usually. Oh my God, hashtag not every time, but usually.
Not all government-free interactions.
Right.
This one,
Oh my God.
we might get in trouble for copyright, so we'll have to be careful with this one.
What is it? Which one?
Pfizer reports revenue misses from Yahoo Finance.
Okay. Yahoo's still around?
First, we got to talk about Pfizer and its numbers this morning, because there too we saw a disappointment. The share
a little below what they were expecting, but
oh no, we're off by $400 million. Are we gonna be all right?
I so hope the Pfizer CEOs are sleeping. I hope the CEO is sleeping and the COO.
I'm just going with, hey, I guess there's a new strain coming. That's
I
what
hope
I'm
they're
thinking.
okay. I hope that they get to take a nap, and kind of like de-stress from the situation, because this is a lot for them to deal with.
Oh yeah.
My thoughts go towards them, not prayers, because obviously that would be ridiculous. But
we don't believe in a sky daddy.
That's right. So my thoughts go towards the CEO of Pfizer. I just really hope that he's okay.
From his third private yacht going from his fourth
fourth
shoreside home.
Yeah. I mean, that guy, I think it was last Tuesday, right? He was like, I hope the politicians in Ottawa are okay. And it's like, oh, dude, fuck you. Fucking simp. God fucking damn it.
They're fine.
Retards.
They can, if they have to, they'll do their shit via Zoom from their private houses all over Canada.
They have been for 2 years. They've been doing that
so they can plug their ears. Like,
they've been doing. The politicians have been doing exactly that from Ottawa. They haven't been in Ottawa for 2 years.
Yeah.
Who they're terrorizing are all the fucking cosmopolitan cucks, the ones who voted for this.
Well, no, there are videos of them being in Parliament, but it's definitely reduced capacity, as well as other various meetings we have seen on Zoom. So, I mean, we know the Italian Senate had a bit of an interesting Zoom call a while back.
Yeah, well,
fucking meme lords hacked the stream.
More Russian hackers.
Wait, I didn't see this.
Oh, it was a video a while back, or a story a while back. A Final Fantasy porn was displayed on the Zoom call because the link leaked and they didn't properly secure the room, where it required a password or required somebody to approve. So somebody basically hopped in and just started broadcasting that shit.
And these are the fucking people you want in charge of like everything.
Yep.
God damn it.
Exactly. Look.
These are the people that people want to give up their responsibilities to.
I get older people are not the best technology, but could you at least have the intern set up the meeting?
Right.
They know
you
how
don't
it
have
works.
some fucking Zoomer around to do the right thing.
Or a millennial. Millennials do a decent job of Zoom too.
No, they fucking don't. Fuck millennials. Fuck them.
I'm talking purely from a technical perspective. They know how it works.
They don't do a decent job of anything except subverting nations.
Damn.
And then this
Speaking of subverting nations, god damn, there's a nose that would subvert the freaking
Mijjt, stop. And the thing is also, this I watched this whole thing. It doesn't say anything. It keeps the terms extremely vague.
Yeah.
It doesn't define anything. As you actually dig into the work, it legitimately is white people.
Dude, see, while your audio is loud as fuck.
Sorry.
Yeah.
This video is loud as fuck, bro. Thank you.
Yeah, dude, we can't hear you over it.
Yeah,
we can't even fucking hear you speaking.
Yeah, but
Jesus,
basically, look, they're giving very generic. The thing is, they're also not asking about the victimization rate in the U.S.
Well, there's a lot of things. That's obviously just like a propaganda piece to be like, this is ridiculous. The supporters of CRT's point is missed, right? They say a system doesn't need races. Where it's like, the people who are trying to ban CRT in schools are just like racist.
That don't understand. They're racist, but also not racist. Yeah. They just don't understand it. It's guys, you're sending a mixed message here.
No, it's just pro CRT, which of course the world would be pro CRT because it's like Mijjt was saying, is extremely subversive to Western civilization.
Also,
it really is.
If WF found out tomorrow that promoting like hardcore 1930s German racial ideals would get them more power and control, they'd do it in a heartbeat. They don't give two shits. They're doing whatever they can to get more power, money, and influence.
Right. They're playing the game, right? Yeah. They're like, oh, look, I'm going to throw this fucking, I'm going to throw you a line.
That's right. I'm going to throw this football in this direction. They don't mean any
of it. Yeah, they don't mean any of it.
Yeah. Well, there are some
this team will cheer for me. Hooray.
Right. It's just
as long as I throw this football in this direction. Yeah.
So. Yeah.
Well, as long as I throw this football in this direction, then I'll get lots of people cheering.
Oh, and the number one cuck of Canada.
God, who told him that this fucking...
He's the only one there that's not masked. That's less cucked than the guys around him.
Individuals...
That's him flexing.
...are trying to blockade our economy, our democracy...
Our democracy?
Democracy?
And our fellow citizens' daily lives.
Didn't BLM do that?
Who told him that this fucking... Who?
Yeah. Literally he do that?
Yeah, he did that too.
For like 2 years?
For 2 years. These guys do it for about a week and a half.
Our democracy...
And that's democracy? Right, because everyone voted to fucking get the fuck out of
Has to
here,
stop.
faggot. God damn it, man.
Who told
Fuck.
him that pacing and delivery was effective?
Yeah,
Who told him
well, I
that?
mean, it's probably it is for sound bites.
Yeah.
For
Makes it
3 to
easy for
5
them to
second
cut out
sound
the
bites,
sound
it
bites.
absolutely is. Yeah.
That diction, that fucking
Yeah.
pacing
That's what it's
is
about.
just
It's about the sound
awful.
bites.
Yeah. So
What a
moving on to the
cunt.
Yeah,
next
this
one,
fucking guy, dude. This dude's evil, man. That's
basic low-level noticing,
shit.
but Ted Cruz.
Speaking
notice
of
how,
evil,
yeah, notice how the
Yeah.
teachers union bosses unmasked in an indoor TV studio while talking about continuing to force masks on kids.
Of
speaking
course.
of evil,
I'll
The
bet
issue
you.
becomes how
look
do we
upon
make
the face
sure
of evil.
that
What's her
the
name?
entire community in a school
Look upon the
feels
face
safe and welcome.
of evil.
And
Feel
I don't
safe.
think
They're not
that
talking about the science. They're
there's
talking about
when we
feeling
get to
safe now.
Feeling
COVID,
safe.
there's no
They're giving
no
up the
risk.
argument on science at
The
this point.
real issue becomes
Because the
how
science
do
is
we
against
make
them.
sure that everybody feels safe. So
It has been the
if
entire
we
time.
don't have a mask mandate in school, we got to make sure that kids and teachers are not stigmatized for wearing masks, and we better do everything we can to make sure the ventilation is working in classrooms so that there's fresh air and that we're
God. Okay. There is a way using ventilation systems to significantly reduce the risk of the spread of respiratory viruses. The system is most commonly seen in airplanes. It's basically the air is circulated through the plane, but it goes through a filter before it's circulated
Thank you,
back through.
Seawall.
Yeah. The thing is, though, no school, to my knowledge, has a system like that, nor has a
Right,
budget.
why
to put
would
a system
they?
Like that. Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
It's expensive as shit.
Let's just say, real quick, I didn't have to look at the early life section.
Right.
But it confirmed suspicions that might have been
You
around.
didn't have
I'm
to,
literally
though.
on Wikipedia right now, and first sentence, it is confirmed.
moving along.
Yep, moving along. Just pointing things out. That's
And
it.
this is China in a nutshell. all the pomp and all the circumstance, all the looking good, but they still fuck it up. This is China.
God.
This is who people think we should be afraid of.
I bet you he's executed shortly after this.
Oh yeah, guaranteed.
Yeah, look at this fucking guy.
He's just shitting his pants as the flag goes up because he
It's
knows,
no, I'm fucking dead.
yeah, my family is dead.
Right. No, we're all fucking dead. Oh no.
Yeah.
They're gonna sell my wife's hair to black women.
What was it? If I remember right, the thing is, the Chinese soldiery, they're not trained to shoot. They're trained how to march, and how to stand at attention. That's what they're trained to do. So why should we scare these people?
They do really good
parades.
What's it called?
Parades.
Parade and parade and ceremony.
Yeah,
ceremony.
They're not
Parade and
built for
ceremony
war.
as
Because
well.
what was it? The elite Chinese special forces lost to a bunch of Indian goat farmers with bolt action rifles.
Well, I mean, to be fair, so did ours. So, it
Right.
kind of not Indian, but Afghani.
Well, no, I'm talking
fucking-
about in a single engagement. The thing is, the U.S.
Right,
won a
okay.
bunch of
Yeah.
single engagements in Afghanistan, so we lost
Of
the overall
course,
conflict.
yeah.
I'm
Of
talking
course,
about
yeah.
one border skirmish. The Chinese lost their fucking asses to a reserve militia in an impoverished part of India that had basically bolt action rifles, and that was about it. And sticks. Sorry, they had sticks too. And
Dude,
this is the
sticks
most
are the
elite
best.
of the elite
Sticks are the
of the
best
Chinese special forces
non-gunpowder
that were
weapon
spearheading
ever
this,
to be invented.
and they still
That's it.
lost.
6.
Yeah.
They are legit. Sticks are the best.
Oh wow.
Crushes through armor, dude. Sticks are the best. A non-gunpowder weapon. I specify. Yeah,
What about gunpowder sticks?
dude. Boomsticks.
Boomsticks.
That's right.
Wow.
Those
Well, that's
are
what they
truly
are, right?
the
Is a
best.
gun not a stick with gunpowder in it, and then you lose the gunpowder?
Well,
and
it's a
you're like,
tube with
"I'll
gunpowder in it.
stick you," and be like, "Oh, now I have a stick in my hand, a big ass fucking stick." Some of it's even made of wood, like a regular stick, like a traditional stick would be made of. It's still a stick. It just goes boom sometimes when you tell it to.
Wow. Is there anything else we want to say before we have you play us out, Johnny?
No, I
No.
think that's it.
Nope.
Decidedly no.
Decidedly no. Let me see. But I think Okay, KDZ. What is a sword but a metal stick?
Yeah.
Right.
A
Not only
pointy
that,
and
but
sharp
like
metal stick.
a sharp metal stick. But also, sticks are better against armor than swords are. So there you go. Have that to chew on for the next week because we are out. No, next week. Yeah, next week is okay. So yeah, next Thursday is actually your boy's birthday. Me, obviously, that's my birthday on the 17th. So next episode will have to be a John's birthday episode.
Hey, we're basically 2 months apart.
Yeah.
Almost exactly.
Well, in a few years as well.
In a few years, I'm
In a
the
few
young
years.
one. John's the old,
Yeah.
the old one that's already got dementia. We only
No,
wheel
no.
him out to make him think he's important.
Midget's older than me, dude.
Yep.
Midget's like a year older than me.
I'm the old fag.
Yeah, he's definitely the old fag.
Careful with that word, boys. We're on YouTube.
Oh,
anyway.
you mean coronavirus or vaccine
means old.
or mask or
You can't say old.
the fig word.
Feel bad
The word that sounds
old,
like fig.
You can't. Yeah. So anyway, next week is the John birthday stream. So fuck yeah, can't wait for that.
Yep, we're going to Chuck E.
cook something
Cheese.
Special. Oh, dude, fuck yeah, I'll do Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, Chuck E. Cheese.
Chuck E. Cheese.
Instead of chalky milk, we'll have a bottle of Irish whiskey for you.
Dude, hell yeah. Sounds badass. So anyway, yes, join us for that. That'll be a lot of fun and stuff. And then I think that's it, right? Because Mitch's birthday is not till like the middle of the year, right? June or July or some shit. Some weird ass month.
Yeah.
Some non-memorable
not
shit.
something I would worry about.
See, you're such a dick. Oh my god. I used to have Facebook to remind me when it was your birthday, and then got rid of that Facebook, so I was like, damn it, no, I'll never know. Like, I'll literally never know when your
I
birthday
got
is.
rid of that Facebook a long time ago too, so.
Yeah, I know. But like, that's the thing. I've known you for like, what, like 12, 13 years or something? I still don't know what your birthday is because you're such a dick about it. You just never bring it up. You never, like, you'll be like, oh yeah, last week was my birthday. I'm like, you fucking piece of shit. I would have got you something.
I'm ending the stream.
Anyway, okay, so next week we're doing that, and we've got down the description down here we got our all of our links to all of our stuff. We got our Twitter, which is at the Porch Boys. We got Discord servers. Make sure you join that. We also have to buy me a coffee. You can donate to us one time there, or do a monthly subscription, and you get some cool perks if you go over there. So make sure you check that out. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button, and we are now out. That's going to be it.
Have a good night, all.
Yep, see you guys.